Man, where's Carrick? The show's about to start.
What a great shot from Carrick Segmiller. This shot lands about 12, 13 feet away from the hole as he mocks his ball, lines up the putt to win the tournament.
Hey, have any of you guys seen Carrick?
No. Are we doing that way?
Segmiller eyes his ball as he lines it up. Again, this putt for birdie will win the tournament. He steps to his ball. The putt's on its way. It's got the right speed. It's in! Carrick Segmiller for birdie to win the tournament as the crowd goes wild. He is celebrating. He is ecstatic.
Yeah. Oh, Carrick, we got shooter in like 5 minutes. Let's go.
Come on, man. I'm just playing some golf. Come on. Let's go.
Here with Coach Blaine Munkers getting ready for the biggest game of the season so far, Dixie versus Desert Hills. Both teams undefeated in region play. This is our Camping World Coach's comments. Coach, how's the week of practice going? You ready for tonight?
We're ready to go. The kids worked hard this week. They're all focused up. Hopefully it's going to be a good game tonight.
You know, you and I were talking for a second. You can't remember the last time you actually had a regular season finale where both teams were undefeated. This should be really exciting for both sides.
Yeah, when you start region play, you always hope it's going to come down to this in the end, and you just ask for an opportunity to be able to play in a game like this, and hopefully kids can play well tonight, and we got to where we want to be.
How's the week of practice been?
It's been good. Kids have worked hard. We're healthy and ready to go.
What's the matchup within the matchup that you're really excited about tonight? Is it quarterback versus quarterback, or middle linebacker versus middle linebacker? What do you see?
Well, I think it's good matchups all over the place. I mean, their speed matches our speed. I mean, we both have junior quarterbacks, both have good running backs. So, I mean, it's just two good teams, and you know, special teams may come down to special teams tonight, and you know, just gotta have a solid performance out of all three facets of the game if you're gonna win.
How excited are your seniors, and how excited are you for your seniors?
I'm excited for them. I mean, this is just my first year with them, but I'm sure they've been working hard all 3 years to have an opportunity to play in a game like this. So I'm sure they're fired up and ready to go.
Give me a couple quick keys.
Whoever turns the ball over the most tonight is going to have a hard time winning the game.
All right, good stuff, Coach. We'll talk to you post-game.
All right, thanks, Tim.
All right, that's Coach Blaine Munkers. Our coach's comments brought to you by Camping World St. George.
Mike, we got a flyby here as we appreciate Camping World St. George. Pretty cool. I feel like I'm in a NASCAR race when they do the flyby. Pretty cool stuff. What did you take from what Coach Munkers had to say?
I like what he had to say. I like it because it's just he spoke what is going to happen here tonight. I'm with him 100%. Keys of the game, if you don't turn it over, you're probably going to win the game. I mean, we have seen it so many times throughout the year. Teos, Kosh, especially those most inopportune times. He said, I got matchups all over the field. I think it's just a great two teams going head-to-head, and you're right. Execution is going to win the game tonight.
Let's take a look. The Thunder wearing the white with the white helmets. They just came onto the field for the final time, getting ready to go. Flyers about ready to carry their flag onto the fields. We welcome you on CEC TV and our viewers on sportsradio977.com. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the game. I know I'm going to have fun. You're going to have fun. So hopefully everybody will have fun with us tonight, because this has kind of been the matchup we've been waiting for and wishing we had at the end of the year. Let's take a look at some more of the tools to the game. Bucks Ace Hardware now open, brand new facility, and they're over there in the Dino Crossing. And I'll tell you what, they have something for everyone. They pull out all the stops. They got home decor for Halloween, all the decorations. They're getting Christmas stuff ready in the next couple of weeks. They've got a bunch of gun sales going on, a paint department, of course, all the lawn and fertilizer and everything as far as power equipment you could ever need. So go see our friends at Bucks Ace Hardware. What are some other things that are going to be important tonight?
Well, obviously, I think what's going to be important tonight is for the kids to play within themselves. And it's, you know, we talk about all this thing and all that's going on. There's a lot riding on this game, and yet you've got to go out. You've got to be able to play your position, stay at home. You got to do the basics of football. I mean, it's just got to be here. I like what we got on both sides of the team. I hope they can play within themselves. I tell you what, at the end, I'm almost going to feel bad somebody has to lose.
Yeah, no doubt about it. The good news is the playoffs are still coming, and it's still a home game for each team. I think third and down conversions and how teams execute on those key money downs is going to be big in a game like this. And I think, obviously, both teams want to get off to a fast start and win the field position battle. But I'm looking at the coaching chess match, too. Who can find the right play at the right time, whether that's a trick play, a fake punt. You don't hold anything back, really. I mean, you're going to use a lot of the playbook at this point in time because you know you got a little easier path to the state championship if you're the #1 seed in Region 9 football. Appreciate Bucks Ace Hardware, our tools to the game sponsor. You saw just moments ago the Flyers come on the field. They were in the blue with the white numbers, blue helmets, and the white D. I love the Flyer emblem. It's, you know, the old airplane and some of the different variations.
It's classic.
It's you don't see a lot of, you know, you got the Dayton Flyers,
right,
but kind of a unique nickname. And they're on their home field tonight, and the fans have, you know, blankets have been out. People have been saving their seats since 7 o'clock this morning for this game. The student body section ready to go, and so are we.
Yeah, by the way, just a quick note, the coin flip was held. Dixie won the coin flip. They have deferred till the second half. So the visitors, quote unquote, tonight will have first chance to get that football. It used to be everybody did the same thing. Now it's about sixes. Some teams feel better with giving it away. Some teams say, no, we want our hands on it the first time tonight. Flyers say, you try.
Take a look at the Sky Mountain starting lineups as we get the Thunder offense and the Dixie Flyer defense on the field for the first possession. But appreciate Sky Mountain. Absolutely wonderful weather right now in Utah's Dixie. Get your tee time 6:35, 78-88. Kickoff is in the air, and it is into the end zone for the touchback. There's a little adrenaline for Miles Keenan, one of the seniors. We'll see him a lot on kicking duties, but also one of their stud wide receivers.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. And again, it crossed. I've been watching too much college ball recently. When the guy kind of goes, you got to bring it out. And I thought, oh, wait a minute. This is high school. You can't do that. So 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
Take a look at that big offensive line. The Thunder, of course, lost one of the best freshmen now at the Pac-12 level, left tackle Panay Sewell, but they have his cousin, Leato Sewell, and then you've got guys like Anoka Falata'alo as well as Ryan Warner, their starting center up front, and then you've got some great skill receivers. You've got Jace Mortensen, and Wilstead's going to start out of the gun, and the read option is going to go right up the middle, and you've got two great running backs in Saul Andrus and Kina Tafa, and that was Tafa. Saul Andrus, we don't know how limited he was going to be tonight because he re-aggravated that high ankle sprain last week in the Pineview win.
Yeah, that's just a straightforward pounded in there, and not a bad gain. He got 4 yards up to the 24-yard line, steps up 2nd and 6. It's doable.
Here's Wilstead. I might call him Willie once or twice tonight. That's what all his teammates call him. Twins to the near side. Give is to Tafa, and Tafa's going to take it near the sticks, and it looks like going to be real close to a Fabulous Freddy's first down.
Yeah, I was watching the official on the far side, and it wouldn't have made it. But according to the official on the near side, it was. So give him enough. It's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here come the Thunder. 2 runs right up the middle to Kina, and he's got them a new set of downs. Break the huddle. You see the Thunder, obviously October, you know, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. They've got a lot of the players with the pink tape on the socks. Twins to either side, a doubles look. And sidecar right is Kina Tafua. And that ball comes out. Willie goes down and gets it, but he's going to lose probably 4, maybe 5 yards on the bad exchange.
Yeah, the exchange was simply, each one of them thought they should have it. I think it was hung on to. We watched the replay for those. See, he tried to pull it back at the last minute. He's pretty lucky, and smart move just to pounce on the ball.
Here comes the call. The Thunder can go fast, but they also, I've seen them go no huddle and go quickly, 7, 8, 9 seconds of play. Not nearly as fast as the Pineview Panthers go.
Panthers, look out. But breakneck speed.
They're going at a very even kill pace here and finally break the huddle. Doubles to either side as Willie surveys the defense. Going to throw for the first time tonight. Looking left, nothing there. Now he goes ahead and throws it anyway, and it's incomplete. Was trying to find Gage Baird, and he overshot him.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he was the check-down receiver. That was not intended to go to Baird, and he kind of last minute realized, whoa, I'm in trouble here. Tried to dump it off. Had he caught it, they would have gained a half yard instead of gaining nothing. Wasn't much there.
So 3rd down and long, and after 2 nice runs, Be 3rd and 14 for the Thunder. Opening drive of this game presented by Summit Athletic Training Center featuring Cubex, now open on South Bluff Street. And if you mention Region 9 football, you can get 25% off any membership for a limited time. Trips to the near side. Willie looking that way, going to go deep. One-on-one, Denos underneath it, waiting for it. Did he stay in bounds? He caught the football and
out of bounds.
They're going to say
right in front of us.
It is just out of bounds. Boy, oh boy, that throw is thrown a little bit more inside, and that's a big first down.
It looked good for quite a while, but it faded. Now we get to watch the replay. Well, we almost watched the replay. Here it is. Got a hand on it. Yeah, he didn't even get 1 foot in, so good call by the officials. And so Dixie, to this point, you'd have to say, got what they wanted. Give it up first, but you don't give up any points.
Yeah, and again, that left foot was in bounds, but the ball came after, so really got to give credit to the officials. Here's a booming kick by Callister, caught by Nate Mahi at about the 28, goes to the sideline, slips out of bounds near the 39 or so, depending on where they mark him, and it'll be 1st and 10, and we'll see Reggie Graff in the Flyers offense for the first time tonight.
Yeah, they're going to mark him, I think, right at the 40-yard line. I tell you what, I think he got everything he could get. I mean, he looked to realize he was kind of gauging where it would go, and he got right to the 40, out of bounds he goes. Not a bad field position for the Flyers.
Watch out for Reggie Graff running the ball or throwing the ball. He loves to take the deep shots. Tyson Miller, Mahi, Benuelos, the starting running back, Barben Schweitzer, Preston Moore, their backup running back. All guys will be calling their name as you look at some of the Sky Mountain starters at the skill position for Dixie. Reggie Graff, part of the Dixie Baseball State Championship this past season, and he's going to give it to Benuelos for a pickup of about 2.5, almost 3.
That's a pretty good slam. Benuelos in there. He gained about 2.5 yards. Well, they're going to give him 3, but he stopped, boom, when he hit that. So did all he could do to get the 3 yards.
Jaron Polu with the tackle. They have a really good linebacking core with Polu, Bronson, Andrus. And this is a team that prides himself on playing downhill. 4-man front. Graff's going to throw. Quick out route complete to Keenan. Miles Keenan wrestled down immediately, but Sweeten couldn't keep him short of the sticks, or did he? Yeah, they're going to mark it just shy of the 50.
I thought Sweeten did a great job there because he kind of grabbed him and he was on the downhill side, and watch him, he'll pull him back right there. Not going to get there.
Yeah, pretty good spot by our officials, but they gave him a first down. I don't think he got it.
Really? They did? I'm surprised. I didn't think he got it.
I didn't either. That replay we had on TV showed that ball never really got to the 50, but 1st and 10 for Reggie Graff. Trips to the far sideline. Read option give to Benuelos, taken down immediately in the backfield by Cage Baird. There's 2 Bairds on this team. Gage Baird on offensive receiver and Cage Baird, the DN, making a stop right there.
Yeah, he found a good slot on the far side. He came in, I think, untouched and then was able to get – there he is. He in the backfield. He's 2 yards deep to wrap up the runner.
It looked like Baylor Lee just couldn't engage the block long enough and get enough body, and he shed it real quickly and then came outside contained like he's supposed to. So now 2nd down 11 for Reggie Graff in this Flyer offense. No score on our one-loss scoreboard, and we're 8 minutes exactly left here in quarter number 1. 2nd down play is going to be a throw. Graff looking, firing, and it is caught to the outside to the 38-yard line. A timing route, and it's complete to Miles Keenan.
Well, early in this game, you got to say, wow. I'll tell you what, Reggie Graff looks spot on. 2 passes right where they needed to be. Both times they end up getting some very good yardage. Now it's another 1st and 10 on the 40-yard line.
We're looking for some star players. We'll name our Dad's Trucking Player of the Game.
Yep.
We'll name one for each team in our post-game show a little bit later on tonight. Always fun to see who can be the Dad's Trucking Player of the Game. And now doubles to either side. Mahi's going to go motion from the left slot. Handoff is to Benuelos, and Benuelos has a little room outside now, trying to get all the way to the edge, wanders himself for about a 4 or 5 yard gain, just patiently picking his way for yardage.
Not bad defense that time. In fact, I think only because Benuelos has got some pretty good speed, he finally turned it up as we watch in the replay. But look, they have spread him out. They're pushing him to the outside. When he gets right to the edge, he does cut it up and picks up 5.
Flyers not looking to go too quickly here either. They're huddled here on this drive. And 6:50 left first quarter. No score. 2nd down and 5, we'll call it. Again, doubles. Almost a stack to the far sideline. Bigger splits on the near sideline. Man in motion. And they're going to fake it to Tyson Miller, and Reggie Graff's going to go right up the middle, and he's going to have another first down for the Flyers inside the 30-yard line.
See that threat that he offers by being able to either run and or pass as we watch the replay. Great. You have to respect the handoff. You have to respect the fly sweep, but you better well respect the legs of Reggie Graff, too.
And he fought through
Yep.
Cage Baird's tackle, and that got him the first down. New set of downs. Knocking on the Curran Christensen at NAIXL red zone are the Flyers. Motion again, and this time they're going to give it to Tyson Miller. Miller's going to be a little juke move, and he's going to be struggle to get back to the original line of scrimmage. In fact, probably lost a yard on that play. Pretty well defended by the Thunder.
I'm counting 6 defensive players, Devin, were over there. There was really nowhere to go. Excellent coverage, good push to the far sideline. And they're going to say he got the line of scrimmage, and I think that's being pretty generous.
So we'll call it, well, it looks like the far side.
They did lose a couple, looks like.
Yeah, we'll call it second down and almost 12.
Yep.
Benuelo's going to go sidecar to Reggie Graff's right, out of the gun, trips to the far sideline, ball spotted on the left hash. Single set receiver on the near side is Keenan. Graff's going to roll right. Now he's going to reverse pivot and set up a screen to Benuelos. And it's one man out there, and he slipped that tackle and gets down near the 20-yard line. And that's going to be a nice gain of about 7 yards. And it looked like one guy had a shot to bottle that play up.
They did a good job. Like this. Look at Graff, though. It's all there. Spin 360. That's pretty tough. What helps him? He's a lefty. So when he come out of that 360, he had his left arm out there, looked up again, connected nicely. But by that time, the defense had kind of figured out what was going on.
So now 3rd and we'll call it 4. Doubles to either side. Benuelos sidecar left now to Reggie Graff. Out of the gun, has the snap. Looking for the quick slant. And it's complete to Tyson Miller. And he tries to break outside. Got shoestring tackle, but has enough, I believe, for the first down.
They're going to give it to him right there. I think on the defense again. Was that Bronson Andrus? He was the guy that came up. Let's double check it here.
Dawson Mayfield.
That was
Polu.
okay. Polu got there first. He was standing behind. Good job. Just knowing your guy. Again, he's your man. Stay with him. If he shakes it, come back. And he did. Got him a little bit later. But gave up the first down.
Coach Nunley, the defensive coordinator for the Thunder, longtime linebacker coach at Desert Hills under Nick Hansen, who, of course, now is over at Pineview. Graff going to throw. Quick route in the flat. Complete. And Mahi's going to get it down to the 10 as the Flyers are deep inside the Curran Christensen NAIXL real estate red zone.
Dawson Mayfield, he's just kind of fun. I was like, you ain't going nowhere. It took him like a rag doll, flipped him around, brought him down. However, not until, as you said, inside the 10, 1st and goal for the Flyers.
Well, Mahi only about 5'9", maybe a $160, $165. Going to beat you with speed more than power.
Ooh, there you go.
Nice replay shot. Nice open field tackle by Mayfield. Man in motion is Mahi. Graff, though, going to throw. Takes the shot. Fade route into the end zone. Coffin corner, and it is caught. But he's out of bounds, so it's an incompletion. Wow. They were trying to hit Travis Muir all the way on the back pylon.
Yeah, that's great defense, because even though you're right, he did finally get it. Let's watch in the replay here. The reason it didn't count is he's boxed out. Look, he's pushed out. Great defense, even though he finally got his hands on it, it was no good.
Yeah, it was on the white, but more outside the white than inside with that left foot. Another close, tough call for our officials, and I think they've nailed them for the most part tonight.
I agree with you on that.
So second down and goal to go for the Flyers after the incompletion. Will they take a shot again here? Graff's going to put Mahi in motion. Going to fake it to him. He's going to run a draw right up the middle, makes a man miss, and then the second wave is there and wraps him up.
Wow.
Nice tackle by, I believe, Bronson Andrus.
That was Andrus that time. He stayed at home. Remember we talked about the play your position, stay where you're supposed to be. That was a nice move by Reggie, but Andrus was there at home, and he gets the tackle. Short gain of just a couple of yards.
Bronson Andrus in the top 10 in tackles in all of 4A. He's got 105 total tackles this year.
Wow.
He didn't play last year, was injured. We're trying to get healthy enough to play baseball. We know what he's capable of on the baseball diamond. But he's starting to get a lot of looks. Dixie State has already offered him, and a lot of other schools are looking closely at Bronson Andrus as the next level football player. Going to take a shot underneath, and it is going to be incomplete.
Yeah.
As he was trying to hit Mahi at about the 5, and it's going to be 4th down and decision time for Coach Blaine Munkers.
Not that I'm, disagreeing with the calls. I'm a little bit surprised that they've gone almost exclusively now to the air. I mean, of course, I realize the field is shortened, but that allows the defense to kind of tighten up. You don't have to go 15, 20 yards down. Now it's 4th and goal. Looks like they're going to try to put something on the board here.
Yeah, bring out Joshua Stewart, your junior kicker, 6-foot junior kicker. This is going to be about a 24-yard field goal attempt. Mahi is the holder. And with 3:40 left here in quarter number 1, Flyers can break a scoreless tie off of Josh Stewart's leg. And left-footed kick is pulled, and it hits a crossbar and is no good.
Wow.
No good. The kick just hooked it.
I didn't get a good look. I thought the hold looked pretty decent.
We're on the left hash. You got to angle it a little bit to the right, and I think
he just pulled it.
Just pulls it right off the crossbar.
Is there a flag? And it looks like there might be. The Flyers, now they're coming off, apparently.
Well,
no flag, said the official. So,
all right, change of possession. We'll keep it right here, and still scoreless with 3:36 left on the Paces Colgan clock. Paces Colgan, install water softener, get great tasting water from Paces. And if you want to give them a call, get expert service on a whole house watering softening system, 435-586-2450.
All right, well, not a bad result there for Desert Hills. They come away holding Dixie to nothing.
Keena Taffa. Taffa is going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage, trying to go off left tackle, and nothing there.
Yeah, at this point, so far it appears anyway, that Desert Hills still looking to that run. That's what they want to try to establish. It has been mildly successful, not great. It's going to be interesting to see if they're going to try to open up with Wilstead a little bit more.
So 2nd down and 10. Got Mortensen and Barbin coming out to the near sideline. Also, you've got number 12, who's Goulding. Had a big game last week. Caught a touchdown in that win over Pineview in triple overtime. They're going to run to Taffa, though, and Taffa's going to get a nice little surge right up the middle. Looked like they started it right. He hard cut right off the center, and about a 7-yard pickup.
If we get this replay, watch. I mean, to me it looked like that Logan had to really hear right there. Get it. Okay. Got it into the gut. He took it forward drive. Didn't quite get the first, but it's a makeable 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So after Desert Hills gets a turnover on downs in the red zone, can they move the chains? Flyers defense wants to force the 3 and out. 3rd down and a long 3. They're going to hand it to Keena Taffa, and Taffa is going to be stopped shy of the 30-yard line, and it's going to be 4th down and inches.
Yeah, he was looking. He knew where the sticks were, Devin. He was trying to get there. He kind of spread it out. He was looking for that little slide up, but he didn't quite get it. Good job by the defense. A couple of guys hit him, didn't stop him, but then they did stop him just shy. And as it looks right now, they may roll the dice on this one, D.
Yeah, well,
wow.
Coach Murdoch did not hesitate to go to a lot of trick plays last week. In fact, he probably ran 6 or 7. One cost him his defense a field goal, but they were still able to get the triple OT win. Watch for the hard count here to see if they actually do it. They're going to run the play, and they're going to run to Taffa. And Taffa got the 1st down, crossed the 30 to the 31-yard line.
You know, a nice job that time by the big offensive line. That was a dive. That's all he was supposed to do. But you know what, Devin? Look, he had a huge hole to dive through.
Yes, indeed. Nice shoestring tackle there to clip
it was.
Him, but still falling forward, plenty necessary to get the Fabulous Freddy's 1st down. Check out their Unlimited Car Wash Club membership. You can get your car washed any day of the week, anytime. Exterior washes. On Tuesday, get a free VIP upgrade. It's just $25 a month at both Southern Utah locations. Wilstead going to throw. Bubble screen. Outside. It's complete to Baird. Baird's going to get out across the 35 and finally driven out of bounds near the 37.
Pretty good job. He looked forward. He found his blocker out there, used him, shielded the curled to the outside. Got a good gain of about, 7 yards. 2nd down, 3 yards to go. 2, maybe give him 8 yards on the catch and run.
Slow scoring game for the offense so far. No score. Of course, we're always watching the scoreboard because we want to see if we can get our Holbrook Asphalt big score dessert.
Yep.
If either team scores over 25 points in the game, everybody gets to go to Yogurtland for the free Holbrook Asphalt dessert after the game.
Well, that'd be a perfect topping to this incredible season, huh?
Play action. Williston wants to take a shot and double clutches. Now lets it fly. One-on-one has Baird open, and it's caught down inside the red zone. No, it's incomplete. It popped out late, and it looked like maybe the flyer stripped it as he was making the catch.
Yeah, he got his hands on it. He had a shot at bringing it down, but good job. Let's watch the replay here, see if he was either knocked away or he just couldn't hang on to that little.
He never looked it off. Beezer's in coverage of Baird, and I thought he caught it in his hands. And then there's the poke away, maybe from the top side by Beezer.
I think you're right. Left hand looks like.
So
nice job.
3rd and 3 after the Thunder come up empty on the deep ball from Logan Wilstead.
Should be the final play of this, the first quarter, on 5 seconds on the clock.
Read option, and the give is to Keena Taffa, and Taffa's got big room. First down and more, out across the 45, out to the 47-yard line.
That's the way we'll end quarter number 1. Good stuff happening here tonight.
They move the chains, they roll the dice on 4th down, and when we come back, Thunder on the march on ESPN 97.7 and CEC TV.
For over a century, Dixie State University has been shaping the trailblazers of tomorrow by providing a culture of active learning, active life. With a paradigm of real-world experience mixed with cutting-edge technologies and rich traditions, we provide one of the most affordable educations in the West, set against the most stunning backdrop on the planet.
Devin Dixon, Mike McGarry with you, and darkness setting in. We're Thursday night under the lights. No scores. We put 12 minutes on the board for quarter number 2. Thunder now working right to left at the 47, and a little run, got a couple yards, but then that was closed down quickly. Now, they're going to mark him just a pickup of 1, actually.
Yep, you're right. That looked like, well, he rolled another 4, but I guess you don't get credit for the roll here. Just underway. Kind of the game, I'll be honest, that maybe I expected. You got two teams that have pretty good they got great offense, but they have very good defenses.
2nd down and 10, moments into quarter number 2. No score on our one-loss scoreboard here in our Summit Athletic Club Game of the Week. Wilstead trips to the far side. Single receiver to the near side is Baird. And he's going to throw an out route, and it's well covered and incomplete, trying to find Barbin.
Tough pass, yeah. Michael Barbin out there had a long way to go, and he threw it to where only Barbin could get to it, but at this point, not even Barbin could get there.
And, yeah, real name Michael, but everybody calls him
Bo.
Bo.
Yeah.
11-17, clock stops now. Another crucial down. We're talking about this in our Bucks Ace Hardware tools to the game. 3rd and 4th down conversions. Desert Hills 1 for 1 on 4th down on this drive. Can they convert here on 3rd and long? 3rd and 9. Out just shy of midfield. Flyer fans making some noise. Defense shifting. They rush 4 to get pressure on Wilstead. Lets it fly. Fade out to Baird. It's caught inside the 20. What a throw and a great catch over the shoulder by Gage Baird.
Tyson Miller got beat on that one. He was doing everything he could do. And actually, I think he even reached out, maybe have grabbed a little bit, but that didn't matter. He had about a yard step on him, and he got it.
And the pressure was coming. Wilstead took the shot and delivered a dime. Handoff to Taffa. Taffa is going to be stopped right there for just a yard gain. And this battle in the trenches, Mike, it's pretty physical down there.
It is physical. In fact, I was trying to pick someone out because I wanted to offer somebody the Rocky Mountain Collision big hit. Somebody stepped in and really slammed the door. Maybe that was a team big hit there.
And Caden Famanua is one of those D tackles. He's playing that left side in this 3-4 look. Coach Alapopo's longtime D coordinator here at Dixie High. Brilliant mind.
Yeah.
You called his games when he played college as the pass is incomplete on a slant route. Didn't you call his games?
I did, in fact. You know, and
Heck of a
he was one of the nicest guys. And some guys are nice, some guys are really good players. He covered them both. It was great. It was fun to be. Traveled a lot with the team, and him and amen. Just a great career, and he continued on the coaching side.
Great shot on our replay for our television audience of Jake Staley dropping out into that zone and really disrupting that slant route to Barbin. In fact, Staley might have almost deflected. He got a little bit of a fingertip on it as he was in front of that slant route. Trips to the far sideline. Wilstead looking at the draw, gives it to Taffa. Taffa wrapped up and brought down. Didn't even get past the 19, and it's going to be 4th down. And now here comes the field goal unit for head coach Mark Murdoch.
Yeah, Jackson Reyes, the LB, the linebacker, he was not fooled. He sat right in there and made sure that they weren't going to go anywhere.
So this will be a little longer attempt for Callister. Callister's looking at about a 36-yard attempt here to try to break a scoreless tie, 0-0 here. First points of the night if Callister can knock it through. Snap is there. Hold is down. Kick is away, and it is
no good.
Missed it right. So both field goal kickers have missed opportunities, and we're still scoreless here on your hometown sports source.
All right, we got everything we wanted in this one. Right now, we got a good, hard-fought game. Both teams have seen some good things. We watched the replay there, Devin. Again, it looks like the kickers just pushed it off. He didn't pull it. He pushed it off to the right.
Yeah, it didn't look like he hit it chunky or anything.
Nope.
It looked like pretty clean foot on ball. It had the distance, just not straight
Not
enough.
the direction, huh?
Yep. Did you go and narrow those goalposts this week before this game?
You got to wonder what's going on, huh?
4-3 look here defensively. You got Krager out guarding a slot right now. And Graf's going to throw, taking a shot. Has Mahi behind the defense. It's caught at the 45. He falls down near the 40-yard line in Thunder territory. Nate Mahi with the great hands.
Wow. What can I say on that? What great concentration. He had turned around, and I think he actually had to kind of slow his pace just a little bit as we watched the replay, but he kept that ball right in his eyes. Look at him here. He's turned completely around, brings it down.
That coverage there by Turnbow, Braxton Turnbow, the sophomore. And just a little bit too much separation.
Yep.
And Graf threw it where only Mahi can go get it.
He is doing the job tonight. I'm talking about Graf right there.
Give it to Mahi on the sweep, and he's going to get it to the 40 and maybe give him almost a 39, but not much doing there. Maybe a 1-yard gain, and that was it.
Yeah, right behind him, and actually ending up with at least part of the tackle there was Matt Nyson. Nyson did a great job here. Watch him. He's coming in behind him right there, gets him on the shoulders, wraps him up, and then gets a little bit of help there from Bronson Andrus.
Here comes Reggie Graf and the Flyers offense. They'll go doubles to either side. And I think, is that Keenan in the backfield with Reggie Graf? And there's a quick throw to the out route, and it's complete. The timing route underneath and reeled in, that time by Kazir.
Yeah, Kazir did a good job. And again, these passes, they're not perfect, but look at that. A little out there, but boy, he secured it nicely.
Great shots from our CEC TV crew. 8:14 left here, second quarter, no score. Both teams have missed field goals. And Reggie Graf running back to his left. It's Benuelos. Doubles to either side. Nobody goes in motion. And it's a drop play to Benuelos. Has a little crease. And he's down inside the 25 near the 20-yard line, Weston Benuelos.
Yeah, he is so dangerous, and you can see if you can get to him in that first yard or two, you may have a chance. If you let him go 5 yards, he's going to make it 10. Right there, they tried to grab him, got behind his blocker, and picked up 3 more.
Good tackle down low by Turnbow, but not before. Fabulous Freddy's first down and more, and they're just outside the Curran Christensen NAIXL Real Estate red zone. Flyers on the march trying to break a scoreless 0-0 tie here. 7:29 on the Pacers Colgan clock. Graf is out of the gun. Man in motion, that's Mahi. Now we'll retrack back to the left, and the whistle comes, and they blow this play dead.
Yeah. See what they're going to call here. It's going to be a delay of game, so they did not even get the snap off in time. So they'll have to walk it back 5, then they'll talk about this play. I thought that maybe they had started forward a little bit too early, but nope, not the case on that one.
Great shot there moments ago of Coach Blaine Munkers. Good to have him back in Region 9 if you're a media guy, but if you're an opposing coach, not as fun.
Yep, amen.
He's got his game goggles on tonight, calling plays. See what he goes with here. Graff, zone read, keeping it, getting outside. Back to the original line of scrimmage, now gets the edge, turns it up inside the 10-5, and driven out of bounds, looked like at about the 2-yard line. And Reggie Graff showing some patient running ability there.
Excuse me, I'll tell you what I liked on that one was the block on the outside, the seal by number 3, Nate Mahi, because it could have been a hold. It could have been. But watch, he gets the hands. He does everything right. There was a little bump, a little push again, cleared the way.
And Turnbow actually ran into the guy that Mahi was blocking. So he actually blocked 2 guys in essence there.
Yep, that sprung it.
Give some credit to Mahi. So 1st and goal from the 4. They marked him back at the 4. And this is where Graff has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season. But he's going to give it Benuelos into the middle of the line. Did he stretch for it? No signal from our officials yet. Near side official marks him down.
Like. Yeah, maybe a yard shy or just in that inside that 1-yard line. Devin, this game's flown by. We only have 7 minutes to go first half, and we are looking at maybe the first score of tonight.
Yeah, there's a great shot of that read. Looked like Reggie was going to give all the way. And, yeah, clearly short. And they'll be down just at the half-yard line. Great shot from the side angle.
Yeah, nice job. George Lamb, too. We got a good look at him helping out with the tackle.
Graff out of the gun. Benuelos. Low snap. Give us to Benuelos in for the touchdown. Dixie strikes first tonight.
I tell you what, I would say the Flyers are going to be really hard to stop. When you get down into 1-2 yards, they're just about unstoppable.
Yes, indeed. So Weston Benuelos is going to run this in. 1-yard touchdown, and PAT pending. Flyers have the lead.
Nice job. Good call. I like it. Everything worked for the Flyers that time. And let's see, as you said, they can tack that extra point on.
6:28 left on the clock when that touchdown occurred. Extra point brought to you by Utah Gastroenterology. It's your colon screen. Best way to prevent colon cancer. UtahGastro.com. You can learn more. It's up, and it is good from Joshua Stewart. 7-0 Flyers on the 1-loss scoreboard when we come back after this full timeout.
There is a place where looking out means looking in, where an impression lasting only a few seconds will be imprinted on a life forever, where courage is forged and innocence rediscovered, where remembering is rewarding and forgetting unforgettable. There is a place where truth is felt and where seeing is believing. There is a place.
Devin Dixon, Mike McGarry with you. How about that draft for the Flyers? They take the 7-0 lead.
You know, that good. It was very controlled. I thought they mixed it up nicely. They got a great catch in there for one play, but they pounded it out on the ground. I just think they put together one well of a drive. They deserve the points. Now let's see if the Thunder can answer back.
So we'll see Wilstead in just a second, but first the kickoff. And it's deep into the end zone and no return. Touchback. So the Flyers in front of a packed house strike first, and I don't have the percentage of Region 9 teams that score first to go on to win the game, but I would say this year there's been quite a bit of the teams that score first. We've seen a big separation between the top teams in Region 9 and the bottom teams this year. Cedar down a little bit. Even though Canyon View was up, they won 2 games. That was fun to see them get it going under their first-year head coach. But, Hurricane hasn't won a game.
Yeah.
It's been a rough year for the Tigers. As we see Wilstead send trips out to the near sideline. Kina Talfa to the left of Wilstead. Wilstead has it now. Give it to Talfa. And he's going to have a nice little run, pushing people for maybe 3, almost 4.
Almost looked to me, and I'm not sure, almost like a little bit of indecision. He had to make a choice. Let's watch the replay. Should it go outside? Should it go inside? Oh, I see. He lost the handle on the ball. That's what he was doing. And so good job by Taufa there to make sure you got that rock. You hang on.
Yeah, again, don't expect to see Saul Andrus tonight. I would expect the backup running back is probably Cooper Kinney or Ethan Ford, the sophomore.
Yeah.
Saul has been trying to get that ankle right all year. Give us to Taufa. Taufa going to pick up about 3 or 4 more. It's going to be third down and about 2.
Almost identical plays, just the other side. A little bit of a sweep. They start wide, but he says, whoop, there's that crease, turns it up. He's got a pretty good cut inside, but the Dixie defense, they're waiting for him once again. Good job. I think I have to mention Jake Staley right there on the tackle.
Yeah, Jake Staley has been an awesome flyer. Not just this year, but you go back to last year, one of their leaders on this defense, 22 in white and blue. Going to throw. Pressure coming. Reyes has him in the sack. Jackson Reyes sacks Wilstead.
I'm not sure if he really wanted to come to this side, Devin, but Logan, there, as he backed up, he was definitely looking. You can see him here. He's faking. No, I think he was going to go that way, and then by the time he decided to run, it was too late.
So that'll back the Thunder up.
Reyes had a couple of big defensive moves so far here early.
Yes, he has. Called his name a couple times.
Yep.
4:44 on the clock, and the kick is end over end, and it takes a big Thunder kick, fielded cleanly at the 33. But here comes Mahi with some room to the right, out to midfield, and out to the 35, down to the 40. And now flags flying everywhere from every angle. That was a flag fest all at once as he got inside the 40.
I think their pockets exploded out of there. You're right. I think it was a late hit. I don't know. One's back on the field, so maybe we saw a hold out there prior to the possible late hit. We're going to get the official indication right here now. And illegal block in the back against the Flyers.
Take away some pretty good field position.
Yep, so they'll mark it back. It does stay a first down, but that's huge. You're going to lose 15 yards on the walk-off. So ball comes back to, looks like Desert Hills 49.
So the Thunder, after giving up the touchdown to Benuelos, the defense kind of feeding off it with a quick 3 and out.
Yep.
And now a chance to maybe make this a 2-possession lead. 7-0 right now. And plenty of clock. 4:28 left in the second quarter. You alluded to it earlier. This game is flying by.
Moving along, absolutely. What passes were thrown, many have connected, so the clock's not stopping for much. A lot of running.
Twins to either side. Out of the gun, Reggie Graff going to fake it. Looking to throw, slant route, and it's incomplete. Maybe a little behind Kazir, but he got his hands on it, but could not bring it in.
Yeah, I tell you what, that was just that. Pass just barely got off. Barely got past the defense. There's the play option, and it's hard to see.
Coverage was
decent.
Cooper Kinney. Yeah, it was in his hip pocket there. That ball was thrown pretty accurately by Reggie Graff.
Yep, it was. That's what I was trying to see, but it was the replay couldn't quite see how close it was to hauling that one in.
Here comes Reggie Graff. Moves Benuelos from the left side to the right side. They've been in doubles most of the night.
They have.
Now they put a man in motion. That's Schweitzer. And now a timeout taken by Coach Blaine Munkers.
Yep.
Didn't like something there. And we'll take it. Timeout on the field brought to you by the Ryan Kramer team at RE/MAX. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Flyers leading 7-0. 4:24 left first half.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
Welcome back. It's our Summit Athletic Club Game of the Week. And have you seen their My Zone training or their Cubex? Go check it out. Take a tour. 863 South Bluff Street. Out of the gun. Graff going to take a throw outside, and it's caught immediately. And it looked like he tucked down to avoid contact. That's how you preserve your body when you're a little guy. You catch it and you go down so you don't take that big hit.
I'm with you. He may have been hearing footsteps. Let's see if we can see it. Turn, catch. I'm down. Yeah, I think he was saying, I'm not going to take that. He got a couple of yards, but it's third down now, about 6, 7 yards to go.
Yep, third down here at the Thunder 45-yard line. 3:50 left in the second quarter. Dixie leading 7-0. Man in motion, that's Mahi. And they're going to throw a backwards pass to Mahi. He catches it. He's bottled up and in trouble and dropped in Flyer territory at the 47-yard line. A huge loss of 8, maybe 9, and it's going to be fourth down. And now do you go for it, Mike, or do you kick the football and play the field position game? Looks like the punt unit coming on.
And that's exactly what I say. With this much yardage, it's about 14 yards. There's really too much at stake. You don't want to give it up anywhere near midfield. Now you're right. They'll kick it. They'll play for field position. Flyers hoping there's no big run back here.
Thunder still have 9, though, kind of up at the line of scrimmage. Just one guy halfway back. Keenan has it. Going to go ahead and kick it. High kick, fair catch signaled for at about the 16, maybe the 17-yard line. And the Thunder's defense gets the job done. And they'll try to maybe march down and answer the score. 7-0 right now.
Good kick, though. A good hang time, and he had no choice. He looks like he waited to try to say, should I? Yeah, I better take this one. Got it. Now they can work. Although there's not a lot of time, there's still nearly 3 minutes.
I want to thank Intermountain Sports Medicine for their support of Region 9 Athletics. They support athletic trainers throughout Region 9. At tonight's game, we have Desert Hills' Sean Norton and Dixie's Mike Tolman, making sure to keep those athletes safe. And if you need to see the experts at Intermountain Sports Medicine, hopefully you don't need them, but if you do, they're there. Dr. Millward, Dr. Chamberlain. So just under 3 to go in the first half. Wilstead looking to throw. Clean pocket, has time, and now he's going to roll left. Didn't really need to. Now he's going to just have to throw it away, and he throws an interception. He threw it, tried to complete it. It's picked off at the 25 of Desert Hills. A costly mistake there by Willie.
Yeah, everything went wrong on that one, but what went right was the downfield defense of the Flyers. Nobody was open.
Tyler Walden, I think, the guy that got the Oski, Mike. Number 8 for the Flyers, Walden. And it looked like he was shaking up coming off the sideline. He's got time in the pocket. He starts to step up. There's not really a running lane, so he rolls left. He's still got all day. And right here, you got to throw it away.
Yeah.
As Rayos hit him. And what an athletic leaping interception.
Yeah, again, I agree. Best thing, throw it away, whatever you can do. But we'll see if now the Flyers can turn that into some quick points.
Reggie Graff right back out there. Fake to Miller, run the quarterback keeper, and down to the 20-yard line goes Graff. It's a gain of 4.
He is such a good running quarterback. He's as good as any of the guys he hands the ball off to, and so you got to respect both ends of that option. That time, Kevin himself, about a 3-4 yard pickup.
Yeah, coming in tonight just shy of 2,000 combined yards throwing and rushing. And there's the Intermountain Sports Medicine team taking a look at Walden.
Yeah.
He did take a pretty good lick after he caught that interception in traffic. 2:13 and ticking on the clock. Graff going to throw, and it is tipped and caught by Graff, a little Brett Favre-esque, and he runs it up the middle, and I think he's close to the chains. He might have a first down.
Oh, my goodness. I want to watch this one on the replay because that was kind of too much there. I thought for sure, don't throw it into that group there. He did. Here it comes again on the replay.
Whenever this happens, I think of Brett Favre because his first career completion was to himself on a tip pass, and it is a good for a Fabulous Freddy's first down. So Graff just filling up the stat sheet right there.
Amen.
Hand off to Mahi, trying to spin away and can't break a tackle, taken down at the 14, maybe fell to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, Braxton, Turnbow down low on that tackle. I tell you what, right now I think it's not imperative but pretty important that the defense maybe not allow any more than 3 points.
Second down and 8. They can get a first down at the 2 here.
Yep.
Ball spotted just outside the 12. And it'll be doubles again to either side for the Dixie offense. And Graff has a deflected knockdown. Looked like maybe Andrus on that side.
I thought maybe Mason Krager got a big paw up there. We can see maybe on the replay. But, yeah, again, you don't have a lot of field. Here comes the replay right here.
I think you're right. It was
there
52.
It is.
Yep, good job. And that's what they teach these DNs. If you can't get to the quarterback, go ahead and just stay in that passing lane and get that tip. They have a stat category, that BRUP, pass breakup category nowadays. Keep track of that. 101 on the clock. Draw play, Benuelos, and that looked like there was a hole that was shut down immediately by Jaron Polu. What a great tackle.
Wow.
And Coach Munkers is yelling for timeout. He had to walk clear onto the field to get the officials' attention. And clock stops with 54 ticks left first half.
This is big. And, again, I said you want to try to keep him to no more than 3, but from the Dixie side, you want the opportunity at least to get 3, and I'm sure that's what they're talking about right now.
You know, we're complimenting Andrus with 105 tackles this year. Polu's, got 42, averaging 6 tackles a game. So he is definitely one of 33 coming into tonight for Mason Krager, 35 for Brunson, one of their D tackles. 55 for Baird, their DN. Mayfield had 37, Turnbow 31. So there's some of your leaders in the tackle department for the Thunder defense. Coach Nunley in there coaching them up after Dixie has taken their timeout. Timeout again brought to you by the Ryan Kramer team at RE/MAX & Associates, the #1 real estate agents in Washington County. Score big with the Ryan Kramer team, whether you need it listed and sold or you're looking to buy. Visit Ryan Kramer with a K, RyanKramerTeam.com.
Looks like Dixie's going for it, Devin. I'm a little bit surprised.
Yeah, 54 seconds left.
But you've got 6 yards. It's 4th and 6. As you point
Miller
out.
in the backfield. They go empty now with Graff, and they run it to Graff, and he's going to score the touchdown. Reggie Graff broke 1 tackle and then would not be denied. Flyers take a 2-score lead.
That's why they're the coaches, and I'm the announcer up here in the box. Nice call. Good job. A lot of little misdirection there. There he goes. Again, the snap not great, but you got such a great athlete there in Reggie Graff that he pulls it off the shoe tops and scores 6 more.
Here's our Utah Gastroenterology extra point. Did you know that colonoscopy is the most effective method of screening for colon cancer? Visit utahgastro.com to learn more. 49 seconds left. And the Dixie Flyers kick is up, and it is good. 14-0 on the Reggie Graff touchdown run. We'll be right back.
Responsible ourselves for our minds.
True, right? But that's
we can't palm it off on being unwitting dupes and just say, oh well, it doesn't count because I got played.
Well, we have some unwitting dupes, Jennifer.
We do, but you can't say because we got played by the Russians that we have to redo the election.
Mike McGarry, Devin Dixon with you. How about Walden getting that interception to set up the Reggie Graff touchdown? And now Dixie, with just 49 seconds left, kicking off with a 14-0 lead over Desert Hills. Kickoff is going to be returnable this time from the 1. Little hesitation, got it out across the 20. And now we'll see how aggressive Coach Murdoch wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, that was huge. And, I mean, already you got to take that defense he picked right there and put it up there for a possible playmaker play of the game because it really did turn things around. The way this first half was pacing, Devin, 2 touchdowns are huge. And, again, right now, though, they still have 42 seconds, they being the Desert Hills Thunder, to try to get something out of this first half. But you got to be a little bit careful.
Yeah, here comes the Thunder. How aggressive. Now, they did fumble against Pineview in the first half, but gave up a field goal on a trick play. Right now, straight drop by Wilstead. Now he's flushed out, rolls left, and throws it and completes it. Can he get out of bounds? No. Baird goes down just inside the white paint on the green turf. This is a new turf field, by the way, here
Yeah.
at Dixie High School. They got in right before the season started. Pretty good job by Wilstead not to be
Didn't
rattled
panic.
by that last
liked it.
interception.
Yep.
On a similar play. Now he's in trouble. He's going to try to tuck up in the pocket. He's wrapped up, and he is going to go down. Sacked. And the sack by the Flyers, I think it was Caden Famanua that got in there. Yeah, big 5'2".
Yep.
With the sack.
That'll probably do it. Well, they stopped the clock, and I was a little surprised. I thought, well, maybe they'll throw in the towel here in the first half, but the clock is stopped with 14 seconds. Second down and very long right now for Desert Hills. My guess would be they're going to be a little conservative, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, maybe they're going to pull out all the stops and say, let's take a shot downfield, although that's a long way to go to try to get something here.
Yeah, if you don't give up that sack there, maybe you try to move the chains and then set up maybe a Hail Mary. But with 14 seconds, got to be pretty careful here. You don't really want to punt this football back to Nate Mahi and let him take one to the house. 14-0 at half is not a deficit that's too large for this Desert Hills team. But 21-0 would be pretty scary.
Yeah, that's starting to get into that area. So, well, let's see. Are they going to go conservative? They're going to try to pull something out of the hat here.
I haven't seen Coach Murdoch be too conservative all season long.
I was going to say, I don't expect it, but I would have done it, but I don't expect it from them. Here we go.
Well, give Dixie's defense credit. They forced them out of the run game and into the pass game. They're going to run a bubble screen to Baird. Baird's going to try to fight, and he's going to be taken down. Pickup of a couple, about a 3 or 4 yard gain. It'll be 3rd and 14, and they'll let the clock tick down to triple zeros, and that's the way we'll end the first half on the completion to Baird. Mike, give me your thoughts on what was a good first half, but the only points to show for it. Benuelos 1-yard touchdown run. Reggie Graff an 8-yard touchdown run.
I guess at this point, there are two things that have really impressed me. Number one, I think the Dixie defense has probably got a little bit better game going than is the defense from the Thunder. They're playing tough, and, of course, they come up with that big pick, which gave them their second. The other thing is, I think we talked about the matchups. Graff, Logan, Graff's winning this one. That's why his team's up 14-0.
Yeah, no doubt. 14-0. When we come back, we'll fire up the InfoWest halftime report, check on some of the Wilkinson statistics for you in this game. We'll take a 3-minute timeout and return with the Flyers at the break, leading Desert Hills in a true Region 9 showdown for the outright Region 9 title, the #1 seed in the postseason, when we come back on CEC TV and 97.7 ESPN, your Region 9 radio network.
Man, where's Carrick? The show's about to start.
What a great shot from Carrick Segmiller. This shot lands about 12, 13 feet away from the hole as he mocks his ball, lines up the putt to win the tournament.
Hey, have any of you guys seen Carrick?
No. How do you do it that way?
Segmiller eyes his ball as he lines it up. Again, this putt for Buddy will win the tournament. He steps to his ball. The putt's on its way. It's got the right speed. It's in! Carrick Segmiller for Buddy to win the tournament as the crowd goes wild. He is celebrating. He is ecstatic.
Yeah. Oh, Carrick, we got shooter in like 5 minutes. Let's go.
Come on, man. I'm just playing some golf.
Come on, let's go.
Like John McCain and other people would just sit there quietly on the sides,
well,
and
no,
that many Republican activists would refrain from registering their disapproval in the peanut gallery?
Some might argue that Republican activist is an oxymoron.
Oh, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think there's a lot of activism.
Right.
But you see what I'm saying? If you just flip it right over on its head.
I would like to flip it on its head, and in fact, I'm already doing that because my own position is free speech is free speech. Okay, and I'm kind of advocating for something that I'm really not supporting in this respect. As far as protesting or not protesting and being able to recognize your audience, what we need on either side, I don't care where you're coming from, is the ability to recognize the audience
Dixie 91.3. We don't play that. Nope, not that. The big fat no there. That's what we play. And stuff like that. On St. George's only alternative, Radio Dixie 91.3. Oh, and from 9 till midnight, we play this. I need a one dance. And this. Radio Dixie 91.3 FM.
Your daughter is having trouble learning French. Do you A, hire a tutor?
Bonjour.
B, enforce a French-only rule at home? Or C, watch some foreign films? When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers, but that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Yeah, welcome back as the Jetettes performing here at the half, and then they're going to have the Summit Athletic Club Frogger Rays. We've teamed up with Summit Athletic Club. We threw a bunch of footballs out into the crowd, and then 3 of them that had the lucky sticker on it, going to have a chance to race for cash, and that'll be kind of fun. I think there's a kick for cash going tonight as well.
I think you're right. You know, on that Frogger, I've seen 3 of them so far this year. Most of the time, they struggle. I mean, it's tough. I tell you what, last week, I think it was over at Snow Canyon. I don't know who it was. That guy deserved a medal. He went that 30 yards and nothing flat. I thought, wow, there's a championship Frogger.
Let's take a look at the scoring recap and some statistics brought to you by our friends at Wilkinson's. Wilkinson's, a unique place to shop. Lights, fans, home decor, and more. Contractors and homeowners love Wilkinson's. 14-0 our score. And in late first quarter, it was Benuelos with the 1-yard touchdown run. And then Tyler Walden got the pick off Logan Wilstead. And then the 8-yard, from the 8-yard line, It was, 3rd and 6, I think.
4th and 6.
4th and 6. Reggie Graff goes virtually untouched into the end zone on a quarterback draw. And that's all the scoring we have, 14-0 Flyers at the break. We do have a couple other scores. 30 seconds left in the first half. No surprise, really, the way the season's going for the Hurricane Tigers. They trail Snow Canyon 34-0. And we believe Pineview last score I saw, I don't have anything up to the second, but I know Pineview at least had a 7-0 lead last report, which was late first quarter. Could have changed, but I don't have anything any more immediate than that. We know Hurricane is out. We know Canyonview will miss the postseason, and so will Cedar. We know that Snow Canyon's locked in as the 4 seed, Pineview the 3 seed. The loser of this game will be the 2 seed, and the winner of this game will be the 1 seed.
Yeah, and we mentioned, if you follow, you realize this, but I think it's huge. These 2 teams battling, and both of them will be at home in that first round, and I think that is absolutely huge. And I say that, and yet we can go back. We can look at the games. I've seen teams from Region 9 go up as a 4 seed, and they sweep and win up there, and, they can do things. But this year, boy, I'll tell you what, there is great power spread across the state. I think Region 4, the 4A, is very broad and good teams from top to bottom.
Yeah, no doubt. Let's take a look at the first half statistics, and we'll get some highlights as well here in just a second from the half. We've got, first for the Desert Hills Thunder, Logan Wilstead, just 3 of 9, 50 yards. A lot of it coming on that deep shot he hit to Baird.
Right, yep.
And then you've got Reggie Graff on the other side, 10 of 14, 88 yards. Then you've got 5 more carries for Graff for 44 yards. Mahi's got 4 for 46 yards in this game. Dixie ran 29 first half plays, 24 for the Thunder. You had, a little bit more balance for the Flyers and just a little bit more effectiveness for the Flyers in this game. I think Desert Hills has got to continue to give Keena Talfa some reps. They kind of got away from the run game a little bit, Mike. He didn't have much running. He had some good runs, and then they just didn't use him that much.
Yeah, but once again, you mentioned the quarterback comparison, and I said that to me it's kind of easy to see Reggie Graff getting most. Look at that percentage. What was he, 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10, something like that.
Yeah, Reggie in the half was, if this is accurate, 10 of 14.
Okay, 10 of 14. That's a good percentage. 88 yards, not outstanding, but he's doing what he needs to do because he is such a threat. As you mentioned, he also runs and has one of the 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, you look at Keenan Taufa, I think he's got 5 carries for 24 yards in this game. Flyers had the ball a little bit less than the Thunder, but obviously remember Coach Munker when we were having our Camping World Coaches comments, the team that turns the ball over the most can have a hard time winning this game. Right now, Dixie does have that interception by Tyler Walden that culminated in points. That's looking pretty true so far through halfway.
Yeah, I mean, again, sometimes it's kind of easy to make a prediction, at least, without calling the team. I know that's what the coach was doing, but it's very obvious. And you look at how that turned things. 7-0. I think there wasn't anybody in this stadium saying, well, that's outrageous. We're never coming back. Now some of them are thinking, ooh, now 2 touchdowns. That's going to be a little tougher. Not by any means out of the reach of the explosive Thunder.
All right, let's take another 60-second timeout inside our Info West halftime report. Devin Dixon, Mike McGarry. We'll come back, talk about second half adjustments and a lot more as we get you ready for the second half. It's 14-0. Flyers lead the Thunder here on ESPN 97.7 and CEC TV, your Region 9 radio network.
I take the road less traveled, run free, unwind, unravel, someplace outside with lots to do. Green trees, red rocks, and don't forget that blue sky. The sunshine shining, sunshine pouring on me. Think I might just stay a while. Say hooray all day because the sun is gonna shine on me. Sun is gonna shine on me. Sun's gonna shine on me.
Retired school psychologist, and helping people was my thing. After my stroke, when Meals on Wheels started, I was on the other end of the stick, so to speak. And I appreciated it very much, the attention that was given it. My name is Julius Gaines, creative writer, poet, photographer. America, let's do lunch.
Drop off a hot meal and say hello. Volunteer by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
Welcome back. Devin Dixon, Mike McGarry at the Info West halftime report. And right now it's 14-0 Flyers. And, Mike, if you're a fly on the wall right now in the Desert Hills locker room, what do you think Coach Murdoch is going over right now with his team?
Well, I'll tell you what. Well, number one, and I think most high school coaches are trying to instill in the kids, look, guys, we're not down and out. There is no way. Yeah, we gave up maybe 1 touchdown more than we should have done, but we're down 2. It's their field. We have played pretty well. However, I do think, too, that they have got a way to come up with a way to slow down Reggie Graff. I don't know if that includes putting some extra pressure on him as far as passing because he's such a good runner and he's a great option quarterback. But I think they have got to try to do something to slow that young man down. But he has so many good targets, too. And I think the time that they scored, I think Dixie overall has a little bit more speed, too, on the outside.
All right, let's get you some other scores again. We had the last report, 34-0 now at the half. Snow Canyon leading Hurricane. And last report, Pineview was leading Cedar by a touchdown. Here, of course, 14-0. You got that game down in Houston. Obviously, we got high school football for you on ESPN Radio tonight. But Boston is leading 1-0 right now in the middle of the 5th. Thursday night game, which we would normally bring you, but with the high school football a day earlier this week, don't have it for you. But Denver all over Arizona. They've got 2 pick sixes off Josh Rosen, and the Broncos have a 35-3 lead. Then you got 3 games in the association tonight. Of course, Jazz won their season opener last night.
Absolutely.
124-117. They're off tonight. They'll play Golden State at home tomorrow night in the home opener. Philly leading Boston 102-76. Washington and Miami tied 80 apiece, late third. And Lakers, LeBron's debut later tonight in Portland. Be the second game of the TNT tilt. Let's take a look at a couple of playoff matchups for those of you maybe just tuning in. We know that the top of the bracket looks like this. Salem Hills will play at Park City next week. Snow Canyon will play at Skyview. Tough matchup for the Warriors.
Very tough matchup. Skyview unbeaten on the year, obviously number one in the region up there north. They've been playing extremely good football. They got a great program. Sometimes I think in the last couple of years, Skyview seems to have got cream of the crop of the Cache Valley kids.
Green Canyon will await the winner of this game. Remember, Green Canyon did upset Pineview way back early in the season.
I think it was first game. Yeah.
Yeah. But they're 4-6 overall this year. And if this score holds up, then they would come down here to play the Dixie Flyers in that first-round playoff game next week. Ogden will play Spanish Fork. That's your top of the bracket. Lower bracket looks like this. Mountain Crest, 6-4, will play the loser of this game tonight at either Desert Hills or Dixie. If the score holds up, they'd be over there at Desert Hills. But still, a long way to go. Tooele has to go to Orem in the first round. Tooele is only 3-7 this year.
Sorry, Buffaloes.
Yeah. At least you made the playoffs, get some experience for next year.
There you go.
That's just a tough draw. Mountain View is at Stansbury. And then Pineview, 5-3 overall this year at Logan, 9-1 on the season. So, what do you think about Pineview and Coach Hodge and those guys going up to Logan?
It's a winnable game. I really believe it is a game. I mean, obviously, Logan at home. Logan's had a good season. They're not unbeatable. We found that out, but they are certainly qualified. They got some great athletes. Pineview has been solid this year. Pineview's kind of been maybe the tough luck team of the region down here. Played really well. Then they lose one game. That one game turns to be a huge one. So they had to settle for third.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So there's your look at your postseason matchups. All we know, but everything's been decided but this game here. At the break, it's 14-0 Flyers. We'll take a final timeout, come back with more as the Summit Athletic Club Frogger race is just getting going down on the field. Flyers are already out there ready to go. Appreciate Summit Athletic Club. Somebody's going to win some cash down on the field right now. And if you haven't been over there, take a tour of the new Summit Athletic Training Center featuring Cubex. It is fantastic. Tell them Devin Dixon told you to stop on by. You get 25% off any membership. We got to take that break, though. Come back with the second half. 60-second timeout. 14-0 Flyers lead over the Thunder in a Region 9 showdown for the Region 9 title.
Okay, we are inviting you to join us for Talking Point Live.
Coming to you, not necessarily live, but tape delayed on the Community Education Channel at 9:30, 12:30, and 4:30 daily, from what I understand. But you can also pick it up on our Facebook page at facebook.com/TalkingPointLive.
And respond to us, right?
Please,
on
let
Facebook.
us know, because it's important to understand not only how our conversation is going, but maybe how is it affecting you at home as well. All right? Eric Young,
Jennifer Kohler.
Talking Point Live. We'll see you.
Where do you find the titans of classical music in St. George? Classical music on Radio St. George, 100.3 FM. Where do you find the legends of jazz? Evenings on Radio St. George, 100.3 FM.
And we're back here for the second half on CEC TV for our Summit Athletic Training Center Game of the Week. Devin Dixon, Mike McGarry with you on 97.7 ESPN. Also, you can watch the game tonight on Sports Radio 977.com. And Flyers lead 14-0. Appreciate our halftime sponsors, Wilkinson's and InfoWest, and our friends at Intermountain St. George Acceleration. And there is no off-season at Intermountain St. George Acceleration. They train a lot of these guys you see on Thursday nights, Friday nights, and football, basketball, all the sports around Southern Utah. They can train sport-specific for whatever your athletes are playing, and you got to check it out. I know their season of speed is coming.
Yeah.
And I know guys like Reggie Graff have trained there, Bronson Andrus. A lot of these stars of these two teams have all been through the acceleration program at Intermountain.
I was just going to say quickly, too, and these next guys I want to mention here real quickly have been with us for a long, long time. We really appreciate it. It's a lot of fun to kind of take a moment, Devin, at the end of each game and point out some of the top plays, top players, top things that go on. So we really say thank you to Appliance Wholesalers Plus, the guys there who have made it so we can name some of the playmakers play of the game. And, of course, Dad's Trucking. Gosh, I couldn't even think all the years they've been with us, but player of the game. And we welcome certainly Jimmy Johns and the super sub of the game. We could go on, but we appreciate all of them. Thanks so much.
Yeah, and we need a little scoring here to get you your free Holbrook
That's
Asphalt
right.
Big Score dessert, too. Holbrook Asphalt reminding you, if this team scores over 25 points, all the Region 9 football fans can head to Yogurtland, and first 5 ounces are free. F-R-E-E, free. Holbrook Asphalt's paying for it. And, of course, the leaders in HA5 and asphalt preservation over there at holbrookasphalt.com. You can learn more. Well, both coaches have made their adjustments, and the Flyers, not only they have the lead, but they will get the football.
I was just going to say, we'll see how this pays off, because they did win the coin flip. They deferred to the second half. It worked out in the first half. Well, it worked for them here in half number 2.
Back deep. Mahi and is it Miller?
Looks like it.
Or is it? That might be Miller, or is it Miles Keenan? I think it's Miles Keenan that's back deep with Nate Mahi. Callister set to kick off. You're just tuning in. Thunder wearing the white, working right to left. Flyers with the blue. And it's a little squib kick. Gonna roll, and picked up about the 12-yard line. And here he goes right up the middle and hit, and then bounced off it and gets out across the 35 to about the 37-yard line. And a nice return by Keaton Schweitzer? That was Schweitzer, not Keenan, that snuck in there on that kickoff return.
Yep, you're absolutely right. I tell you what, when he first got the ball, made a perfect bounce up to him. He had good speed moving forward. He got into that line. I thought, there he goes, and then wham! And it was like, hitting a solid wall. Here we watch the replay right there. Boom.
Yeah.
But he keeps his feet, keeps going.
Yeah. Is it a Rocky Mountain collision if you bounce off the tackle? Why not?
I don't know. Yeah.
Rocky Mountain Collision, one of our great sponsors. When we see a big hit, it's usually no accident in football.
There you go. Amen.
11:53, early on, first play from scrimmage here. Fly sweep give to Mahi. Bounces, now cuts it back, and then takes a big hit, but does fall forward for a gain of 6 yards almost.
I'll tell you, but I've got a headset on. I'm away from the window between us. I think I'm maybe not hearing, but I'm feeling those hits. That's brutal.
Mahi came in 20 carries, 108 yards, averaging 5.4 per carry. Obviously, 29 catches this year for 449 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, good gain. 5 yards here, second down, 5 yards to go.
Doubles to the far side. A stack double look for Reggie Graff. Has it. Low snap, gets it, and throws a dime on the hands complete to the 49-yard line. And that's the Fabulous Freddy's first down for the Flyers on their opening possession of half number 2.
Boy, what an athlete Mahi is. That one, I thought he had no choice because he had a defender right in his face. Here comes the throw. Look at that. Got it just outside, got both hands on it, hauled it in.
New set of downs for the Flyers, just shy of midfield, leading 14-0. Going to send Travis Muir outside left. Miles Keenan, Josh Kazir also in there at wide receiver. Empty backfield. Now they put Mahi in motion. Fake it to him. Reggie's going to keep it, and Graff's going to have a nice little gain of almost 5 yards right up the middle.
I can't. He just offers so much more on those options. He's got great guys to give to. He's a threat to step back and throw it, but he's also a great runner there. And that was a totally called, I think, quarterback draw.
10-17 on the Paces Colgan clock here in what ended up being a Region 9 head-to-head showdown for outright first place in the Region 9 championship. Flyers with the lead, looking for more here into Thunder territory. Second down, 5. We're going to throw it. Has a man open, and it's caught. Caught inside the 30, down to about the 27-yard line. Nate Mahi again with the hands.
I tell you, that guy's all over the field. Down, out, a swing pass. That time it was a good drive. He had a lot of room out there. It was wide open. But again, what made this happen, great job by that offensive line as Graff had all night.
Yeah, look at the athleticism. You go up high, get it, easily get the foot in bounds. And how about the arm strength? You know, we saw it in baseball. Played left field, right field a little bit for Coach Danny Ibsen. But right there, that deep out route, that's not an easy throw, but Reggie made it look really easy on that one.
Didn't he?
Out of the gun, they swing it to Mahi. A little Screening. Oh, the turf monster got him as he goes down about at the original line of scrimmage.
We have a late flag coming in. We may see a personal foul on this one. That's what it looked like to me, a late hit against Dixie Flyers. But we'll have to wait for the call, but that's kind of what it appeared there.
Mm-hmm. It is.
That's
you saw
exactly right, yep. Sometimes you can get away with things. When you don't is when you're right in the middle of the field in front of an official. Here we go again.
Blaine Munkers was sitting there ready to send the play call in after they mark off the yardage. And Mahi just lost his footing untouched.
See, the official was standing right behind, that looks like Karsten Bauman. Just maybe a good idea a little earlier in the play, but not right then.
So here we go, reset after the 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, first down, about 25 yards to go now.
Graf's going to throw. Looking deep, trying to hit that post to Kazir, and he overshot him by a yard, maybe two.
Wow. That looked effortless by Graf. I thought he can't get it that far, and then he overthrew the wide receiver. Graf, and here we watch him again. Just back there and just lets it go.
You love the Flyers, though, taking shots. And you know, Reggie, even though he's only completed coming in tonight 50% of his passes, he's been really good on the deep ball. That's why he had almost 1,500 yards passing coming into tonight. That time, though, just a little bit out in front. So second down and 25 to go. They're going to run a draw to Benuelos. Benuelos trying to get wide and nothing there.
Wow.
Tackled at the 40-yard line by 1, 2, 3 different Thunder players there to make the stop.
Yeah, he's just a little slow in getting up. He's fine, but he took quite a shot. Yeah, that one did not develop as they give it to him on the draw, almost like Desert Hill says, yeah, we know what you're going to try to do. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 players right there.
Yeah, good job by Matthew Nissan, or Nyson. It's Nyson is the pronunciation, but you had Mayfield there to get a chip late as well as Jaron Polu chasing him from the backside. Now trips to the far side. Graf looking, going that way over the middle, and has a man, and it's caught. Caught by Tyson Miller down inside the 25. Going to be short of a first down, but now you can definitely think about rolling the dice and going for it if you so choose.
And they chose. Look at that. There is no hesitation. They're going to hurry up football.
Great catch to keep it off the turf by Miller. Graf out of the gun. Sidecar left is Benuelos. Now looking to the sideline to repeat the play, or maybe audible the play based on the defensive alignment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the box here for the Thunder. 7:33 and ticking left here in quarter number 3. Dixie leading 14-0 and a timeout taken. Yes, indeed. Right before the play clock expired, it's a Ryan Kramer at Remax Associates timeout, and we'll take it. 30-second timeout. We'll be back right after this quick break.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. You know, but it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, you know, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello? That's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
All right, well, breaking the huddle, Flyers look like they are going to stick with Reggie Graf in the offense. Quick update, McLeod Croton finds a man to break the tie. So 14-7 Panthers leading the Cedar Redmond just before halftime. That game pacing well behind this one. Empty set for Reggie Graf. Man in motion, Benuelos. Benuelos retraces. Now looks like he's going to lead block and help with some protection. Blitz comes to the outside. One-on-one coverage. Touchdown! Nate Mahi from Reggie Graf on a clothesline dagger bullet, and the Flyers get it on fourth down. They not only get it, they get the touchdown, Mike.
I tell you what, it's almost like, that's unfair. How can they keep doing that? Here we watch on the replay. Again, pretty good protection, but what a pass. And again, right where only their guy could get it. Mahi has been fantastic. Thanks a lot to Reggie Graf.
Wow, the big catch by Tyson Miller going low, keeping off the turf, and then a play later. That's how fast the Flyers offense can strike And here is our Utah Gastroenterology extra point. Stewart out to kick it, the lefty. The hold is down, the kick is up, and it is true. 21-0. Flyers have the lead on the one-loss scoreboard with 7:24 left in the third quarter. We'll take another 30-second timeout. Come back with more from Dixie High on your Region 9 radio network.
For over a century, Dixie State University has been shaping the trailblazers of tomorrow by providing a culture of active learning, active life. With a paradigm of real-world experience mixed with cutting-edge technologies and rich traditions, we provide one of the most affordable educations in the West, set against the most stunning backdrop on the planet.
Back live, Devin Dixon, Mike McGarry with you. All Flyers in this one so far, 21-0. And this kick is returnable and taken by Baird. Out across the 15, now across the 20, out to the 23-yard line. And that's where Logan Wilstead and the Thunder offense will set up shop. And Mike, this is kind of a crucial drive. I know there's a long way to go, but 3 scores, all touchdowns, that's a pretty big lead, and the Thunder got to try to put some points on the board here.
I agree with you. And on the other side of that, so far the offense of Desert Hills has not looked outstanding tonight. In fact, they're really struggling here in this second half. If they could get a good drive sustained, get something moving, give these guys a little bit of feeling, yeah, we can do something. Let's see what they come up with.
Wilstead out of the gun. Talfa going to run it on the read. And the Thunder running back going to get a yard or two and then driven back.
Yeah, he actually ended up back inside the original line of scrimmage. However, he started about 4 yards up, so it'll be taken down and 6 yards to go.
It's all Flyers so far, 21-0 after Mahi reeled in a deep touchdown catch from Reggie Graff, and now Logan Wilstead, the junior quarterback for the Thunder, trying to answer. Going to have a little corner route and a big Rocky Mountain collision by Tyson Miller, and that ball comes out of the hands of Barbin.
Wow, what a stick. Perfectly timed on the defense. There was an official with eyes right on the play. Here we watch the replay. Ball comes, boom. Wow, what a hit. There's your Rocky Mountain collision, big hit of the night.
Yeah, Rocky Mountain collision can take the dent out of accident, get that vehicle, if it's a minor fender bender or a major accident, back the way you had it before your accident. Rocky Mountain collision. Here's Wilstead now. Second down, or third down and 7, rolling right, throwing on the run. It's caught near the boundary. Did he get his foot down? They say no.
Oh, man. That was I thought, a good job. That time I thought Wilstead did a good job getting to the outside, looking down, spotted a receiver, but apparently let him a little bit too much. Nice catch, couldn't get it in. They're going to have to give up the football again, and you can't do too many more of these when you're down 21-0.
Another 3 and out for the Thunder. That throw just let him out of bounds.
Yep.
His momentum couldn't get that toe down, just inches onto the white. Callister going to roll, rugby-style kick. Low line driver takes a favorable Thunder bounce, and it's let go by Mahi, and that's going to go down inside the 20 at about the 19-yard line. And that is a big field position swing, if nothing else, for Desert Hills.
Yeah, that's huge. But you know what? I credit Mahi on that one. That was kind of a low-line drive bouncer, kind of a squibber thing, and the defense was right there. And either you had to make sure you could get it cleanly or get out of the way. He chose to get out of the way.
About a 56, 57-yard kick there. And here come the Flyers up 21-0. And kind of feel like Reggie Graff kind of getting a little rhythm going.
Wow, amen. I was just going to say.
Graff out of the gun, going to give. Benuelo's going to bounce, and he's going to be wrapped up and taken down almost immediately. Nice tackle by Cage Baird.
They're going to be nice, giving about a yard and a half on the carry. But good job by the defense. They did spread it. He had to go down the line, didn't get much.
Cage Baird, that left side D end. kind of caved in a little bit, but then was able to recover and wrap up Benuelos on the bounce effort.
I thought Bear did an excellent job. He actually touched him behind the line of scrimmage, but the momentum gave him a yard and a half.
5:50 on our Paces Colgan clock here, third quarter, 21-0 Flyers. Graff out of the gun, Benuelos to his left. Looking left, going to throw outside receiver, and it's incomplete. Looked like Miles Keenan had it and just couldn't bring it in.
I'm not sure if he was really expecting that to come his way. He acted almost like a little bit surprised. That was not that bad of a pass. Here we see again on the replay. He got both hands on it, just couldn't haul it in. He should have had that one. That's tough. Would have been short of the first down, but it would have been a lot closer than they are right now.
We're in Flyer territory on a Thursday night regular season finale for the entire region. Both these teams undefeated, but it's been all Flyers so far. Third down and 8. Graff looking to throw. It's a little out route to Kazir. He bobbled it. I think he recollected it for the catch, and that's enough for a Fabulous Freddy's first down.
Boy, I like that. Again, that was a quick down and out, you're right. And he did bumble it, but you know what? He made sure, let's watch it on the replay, that he got it, and he had his feet in bounds. He looks up, bounces, catches, make sure he's in bounds.
Yeah, official had the best view down that side, and Flyers have a fresh set of downs from just outside their 33-yard line.
I tell you what, if they can sustain some sort of big drive, that really puts them in the driver's seat. They'd be up 3 scores going into the fourth quarter.
Run to Benuelos, and he's going to be taken down almost immediately. Nice open field tackle. Benuelos is not the easiest guy to tackle, but Damon Brunson did a nice job right there.
I agree with that. Hey, I was going to just throw something at the default time for next week in the first round of playoffs is 4 o'clock on Friday. I don't think hardly any of the games will actually be there. Are we hearing any kind of talk yet as to what's going on? And I realize they just now getting all the things final.
Yeah, by tomorrow afternoon, hopefully we'll have some of those times that are set. You know, this game obviously has implications on, 2 other matchups. Graff's going to keep it, and Bronson Andrus got to him 5-on-5, the numerical number of each player, and Andrus got Reggie Graff. And on 3rd and 7, see what the Flyers decide to do.
One of the few times that you do not see Reggie Graff pick up a couple of extra yards. He absolutely went nowhere on that one. Quick into the playoffs once again. We would love to bring you every game. All 4 of our Region 9 teams probably won't quite be able to do that. But we'll see. We'll get in as many as we can, and we'll talk about it after the season's over.
Great if one of the Cache Valley road games was at 4, the other one was at 7.
I'd go
and
for
then down
that,
here, the same scenario.
Same thing, yeah. Wouldn't that be nice? Huh?
Get all 4 on, but we'll have to wait and see. Andrews going to blitz. They give him time. Kazir reels in the catch out near the 47-yard line. And another first down for the Flyers offense. They're moving right along.
Wow. Again, I'm really impressed with the passing game tonight of the Flyers, obviously with Reggie Graff. He has such a nice touch on the ball. But look at his wideouts. They know exactly where those sticks are. They get you at least that plus another couple to make sure they can keep it going.
21-0 Flyers trying to choose some clock here with 3:42 and ticking on the Paces Colgan clock. Doubles to either side. Hand off to Benuelos on a little draw, and that one gets maybe a half a yard. That was well defended by the front 6 or 7 for the Thunder.
Yeah, sometimes you just think, okay, the call was right there, go through the beehole or whatever it happened to be, and that's where you go. Other times you try to do something fancy. That time he said no, and looked like, almost like Desert Hill was in the huddle. They knew where he was going. They slammed that door.
3:10. And ticking. Flyers in no hurry now. Going to use a lot of that play clock.
Yeah.
Graff out of the gun. Trips to the far sideline. The ball is spotted on the right hash. Single receiver is Kazir, but they're going to run into Benuelos. Hit it. The line of scrimmage. Bounces, lost yardage, and then wrapped up at the 40 by number 58 of the Thunder, Damon Brunson again.
Yeah, Brunson's done a couple of good plays tonight. And again, it's obvious to me right now that the Flyers are saying we want to burn some clock, but sometimes you got to be a little bit more creative. Now you've got 3rd and about 16, 17 yards to go. Although with a guy like Reggie, in the backfield, and a Nate Mahi and others, you can get back a good portion of that, and we'll see. We'll see if it's a run for another first down.
By the way, Red Sox got 3 more runs plated on Verlander, so they lead Houston 4-0. If they win, they're going to the World Series.
Wow.
Also, an update is we have a Remax and Associates timeout brought to you by Ryan Kramer. You want it sold, not just listed, go to RyanKramerTeam.com or call 229-9910. Snow Canyon blanking Hurricane 37-0, 6:40 left in the third quarter in that game. And it is 14-7. Panthers leading Cedar.
Yeah.
But, Nolan Perry's power guide had Pine View winning by 20. Right now, just a 7-point differential. Also, by the way, had Desert Hills as an 8.5-point favorite in this game.
Whoops, boys. Haven't quite got that call. Again, coming into this game, you had to feel like that obviously Snow Canyon was probably going to get a win because Hurricane just really, really struggling this year. But I said this, I said every year, I will not bet against Cedar anytime, anywhere, anyhow. They just seem to somehow. Now, they haven't won the game, but you think they're not going to the playoffs. What have they got to play for? Pride, and they're making the best of this against a pretty good team there from Pineview.
Those updates brought to you by Hearst Ace Hardware, corner Boulevard Bluff and Main Street, Cedar City. Hearst Ace Hardware, variety of products at prices that please. 2:12 left out of the timeout. Flyers, Twins look to either side. Another low snap. Graff gets it, but it's in trouble and sacked. Reggie Graff goes down. Thunder defense pinning their ears back and coming right now. And Brunson was one of the guys in there again.
If there is one little chink in the armor tonight with a 21-0 lead, it's that snap. Reggie has had to kind of go all over the place, down low, off to the side. But
Polu really forced Graff to step up. I think he's going to get at least half the credit. And I couldn't tell if it might have been Mason Krager that came in from the other side, kind of a side view. Couldn't tell the jersey number. But anyway, Thunder forced the punt. Here's Miles Keenan, high kick, and fair catch called for at about the 33-yard line for the Thunder. But they need some offense here, Mike.
Yeah, they definitely do. With only $1:40 remaining here in this quarter, they really need to, again, just get something started. Make these guys believe that they could possibly get that ball in the end zone.
So 1:40 left third quarter. Dixie leading 21-0. Reggie Graff has run for 1 touchdown. Thrown for another to Nate Mahi, and Weston Benuelos has rushed for another touchdown.
Yeah.
And Logan Wilstead trying to get that Thunder offense on the board. He cut it to 14 going to the fourth quarter. If you can get a little 2-minute drill going here, I think the Thunder got to speed up the offense, don't you, Mike?
I think that would be good, yeah.
Wilstead flushed out of the pocket looking to throw. Now he's going to tuck and run, and a good decision. He's going to pick up, good yardage. Got about 5 yards out to the 38 or 39.
Yeah, credit Taufa there from the backfield. He stepped up, and he was only going to be a blocker, but when he saw his quarterbacks take off, he went in, got a huge block, allowed him to get around that end.
Now give it to Keena Taufa. Taufa's going to get out to the 45. That's enough for a first down. He's a big bruising back, tough to bring down in a one-on-one situation. That'll move the chains.
I would say let's run a little Taufa show here. I mean, he's a big kid. He's a tough kid. He runs well. Let's see what you can come up with. Officials stop the play for just a moment. Now we have an equipment repair. Got to tie those shoelaces. All right, we're ready to go.
And that's Tyler Walden, who did have the interception that led to a touchdown back in the second quarter. But now they're going to force him off, and they're going to bring on Malachi Bodonohi. Will the Thunder go that way? No, they're going to run out to the 48, almost the 49.
Yeah, it looked like when he took off, it might be a little bit more. But again, the Dixie defense, and Devin, all in all tonight, has really held Taufa under control. He's had a couple of good runs, but no big breakers.
Out of the gun, Wilstead, little blitz coming, going to throw over the middle, incomplete. A little high over Gage Baird, his intended receiver's hands.
You look at that. You had 3 wideouts within about 10 yards of each other. You got, I don't know if that was called or what, but There's 1, 2, 3 right there. I don't know. Didn't get any of them. That's the tough part for him.
And Caden Famanua was the one applying the pressure. Now the give is to Keenan Tafa. Tafa's going to be stopped back at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th down and a long 6 for the Thunder, and I think they got to go for it. Here comes Callister, though, off the sideline a couple steps.
I think they were thinking, well, we got a full quarter to go. That's quite a bit of time. And you don't want, I mean, this Dixie Flyer team's been excellent. You don't want to give them any kind of a short porch. And it looks like they're going to kick it away. Dixie doesn't mind. Just give us the football.
Well, Callister will rugby roll, and then if nobody's there, he'll flip the reverse. They ran this last week. Here's Cooper Kinney. Cooper Kinney's going to be short. He's tackled across midfield, but short of the first down by about 2 yards.
Wow.
And I thought maybe something was up because Mark Murdoch does not want to give the ball back in that situation.
Yep. Boy, you call that, D. What a, and it was well executed. He knew where he was going, but let's give credit where credit is due for the Dixie Flyers. Harrison Beezer, what a job by that young man. Stopped him a yard shy.
Yeah, Bees was flying.
Yep.
And Cooper Kinney's fast. I mean, he has great speed, but never really had a cutback angle to run north and south and never got that edge for that extra 2 yards. And now the Thunder defense, who got the great stop, has to go back to work, and the Flyers want to choose some clock. Final play of the third quarter. It's going to be a run to Benuelos. Benuelos crossed midfield and taken down about the 47-yard line of Dixie. But the Flyers will take a 3-score, 21-0 lead to the fourth quarter when we come back on your Summit Athletic Training Center Game of the Week here on 97.7 ESPN CEC TV. We'll take the 60-second break. Fourth quarter coming up after this.
There is a place where the sun doesn't hide in the winter, where the greens stay green and the crimson canyons still glow. There is a place where dimples determine destiny, and a tiny wooden tee holds the outcome in the balance. There is a place where we drive for show, putt for dough, and settle the score with another round. There is a place.
Hey guys, how are you today? Good. I'm here to talk about how with technology you can make amazing worlds. Come with me. My team and I bring the Halo world to life. Is that you? That is me. I wasn't a math genius and I knew nothing about coding. But you guys do. You guys have the power to change things. I want your job. I want you to have my job.
And we're back, put four fingers in the air, fourth quarter time here from the cozy confines of Flyer territory. Dixie High School, Mike McGarry alongside me. I'm Devin Dixon, and it's 21-0 Flyers, and they've got good field position here, looking for more as Reggie Graff goes back to work and to keep it. And he's going to get a couple yards. Now gets a nice block and then gets more. That's enough for a first down. Looked like there wasn't much there, Mike.
I tell you what, I agree with that. And it looked like he was kind of leading it, like he was going to cut to the outside. I want to watch the replay here. A little shake and fake there outside. No, I'm coming back inside, and the defense was fooled. He got the first down.
Near side receiver. I couldn't catch a number. I couldn't tell if it was Kazir or Keenan or Schweitzer. Somebody got a nice block.
Yeah.
They gave him the extra room to gain the first down with his feet. Graff now out of the gun. Sidecar left has been Benuelos. Fake it, same play. And he's going to turn it to 35, and now a flag flies in from our white cap. And that's usually
a hold.
It looks like they're going to call it from the 42 and back him up 10 from the spot of the foul.
Yeah, the kid got up. Don't need to mention his name, I guess. And as he turned, that flag was laying beside him. You could just see, like, really? Me? And marked him back. That cost him. Back into, the 47-yard line, but still first down.
Yep, first and 19 we'll call it. Almost 20. Looked like that block was just a yard downfield. So not quite 20 yards to gain here. Graff's going to put Schweitzer, Kazir to one side, Keenan and Mahi to the other, Benuelos in the backfield. throw it quickly to Mahi. Mahi on a bubble is going to get a couple, maybe almost 3-4 yards, and it'll be second down for the Flyers.
You just have so many weapons out there. Any of the four could do a good job for you. Then, of course, they had the option inside on the draw to Banuelos. They didn't get it to him, but just they got so many different options and places to go. And then, of course, you have to respect the running of the QB himself, Reggie Graf.
Snow Canyon leading at the end of the third quarter, 37-0 over the Hurricane Tigers. They're the 4 seed of Region 9.
Yep.
Heading into the postseason next week. Out of the gun, Graf. Another low snap, but gets it and fires it over the middle, and it's caught by Schweitzer inside the 35 to the 34. And that crossing throw, that clothesline, he put some zip on that, and it is right on the hands.
I tell you what, I just like that. Let's watch it again. He knew he was going to get hit, but he went up and pulled it in anyway. And hung on to it. Got hit not by one, but by 2 players. Didn't matter. Third down now, and a very manageable 7 or 6 yards.
And Snow Canyon just tacked on another field goal, so now 41-0.
Yeah. Boy, just what a terrible year for the Hurricane Tigers. Obviously hope things get better in a hurry. Flag flies, stopping the play. And it's a procedure. Somebody moved on that line.
I think it was probably the right guard or right tackle that was the culprit. And Coach Wayne Olafopo, the defensive coordinator, he was with Coach Munkers when they won Coach Munkers' second one. The D coordinator that was calling the plays for Coach Munkers in their first state championship was Rick Berry.
Yeah.
Flyers have been snake bit the last couple of years in the postseason. Barbin got injured. Hobbs Nyber got injured.
Yeah, that's right.
Hobbs actually and Mahi split up the quarterback duties 2 years ago. And then last year, Barbin and Hobbs tried to play through some injury. Barbin didn't. And now the pressure comes in. He gets away. Somehow Reggie Graf now looking to throw on the boundary, and he's pushed out of bounds. But he gets near the line of scrimmage and saved some yardage there with the nice elusiveness.
Yeah, but it's still fourth down, long way to go. But Graf should have been dropped 5-6 yards behind the line of scrimmage. He is just, to add to everything else, he is elusive. Here comes the grab. No, can't quite get him. And again, pretty good job, Ben. You know what I like about Graf? You see, he tucked the ball, started to run, then he goes, well, wait a minute. And he started looking downfield. Maybe, now he couldn't find anybody, but he was certainly looking.
So the Flyers will bring on the punt unit. Miles Keenan in his own territory, about the 47, going to pooch this one high and try to land it inside the 10, and he does. And it rolls sideways and it's down inside the 5 at about the 3-yard line.
When things go good, they seem to go good. And tonight, Devin, the Flyers have got things going good as they pin Desert Hills deep inside their own end, inside the 5-yard line.
21-0 our score. Thunder pin deep here. And what is our featured game of the week presented by Summit Athletic Club. The new training center open featuring Cubex on South Bluff Street. And they got $25 off for our audience tonight. If you're a fan of Region 9 football, stop in and tell them so. Tell them Devin Dixon told you to stop by. Any club membership package, 25% off. Here comes the run. Kina Talfa. And Talfa is going to be stopped at the original line of scrimmage. Maybe they're going to give him a yard.
Yeah, they'll get him up to about the 5-yard line. They're actually, look across the way, they actually give him about 2 yards. That's pretty generous, but bottom line is he's not getting a lot, and the clock runs, which is also going against the Thunder.
Jake Staley coming up from his middle backer position to help a couple different Flyers there on a team tackle. Now it's Wilstead going to keep it himself. Going left, breaks a tackle, high steps. Staley tried to strip him from the backside, and he's going to get a couple more. And it's going to be 3rd and manageable. 3rd and 3 now coming up for the Thunder inside their own 20.
Yeah, Staley, it's like he first thought, I'm going to get the ball, I'm going to knock it away, and then finally just goes, I'm going to tackle this guy right here. Slap, no, grab that guy, put him down. 3rd and a couple here. This is a huge play right now for Desert Hills.
Yep, 8:41 to go. You got to keep this drive alive, and they're going to give it to Talfa, and he's stopped.
Wow.
And it looks like he's just a yard shy. And no, they're going to say first down Thunder. The sticks are on the far sideline, Mike, so I wasn't sure exactly where he fell forward to. The official, though, quickly signaled first down, and that's a big one for the Desert Hills Thunder.
Absolutely. Give him the 13-yard. Is that the 13? Boy, it's hard to see. Yeah, it is the 13-yard line.
Yeah, he did, and that started at 3. Just barely.
Just enough for that first down. That's huge.
Wilstead going to fake one way, go back the other way, and it is incomplete. Broken up by Tyson Miller. If that ball has a little more zip on it underneath the deep man, I think they complete that pass.
Yeah, you're right, because open that time, definitely Bo Barbin, and he had about a step, but you say the ball hung slightly, and that gives the defense time to close.
And Miller actually waited. Instead of going for the pick, he waited, and then hit him. And as soon as the ball was arriving, didn't want to get the PI call. So 2nd down and 10 for Desert Hills. Ball's on the 13. Going to run it, and they'll get the 15. 2-yard gain.
I tell you what, the defense of the Dixie Flyers, that front 4-3, whichever they're running, they've owned the defense so far. They have really, outside of a couple of runs, they have made it tough sledding in the box.
7:50 and ticking for the Thunder, down 21-0 here tonight. Winner is the Region 9 outright champ, undefeated in the 1 seed heading into next week's 4A state playoff first-round matchups. There's the throw, and it is incomplete. Wilstead trying to find Barrett on an out route at the sticks, and he let him too far.
Yeah, boy, these are tough. And, that's the difference, I think, in this game. One of the differences is that Graff has been just that much better. Those out routes, he's right on it. Logan, a couple of times, has just led his players a little bit too much, and that obviously means catch or no catch. And right now they got to give up the football.
Yeah, the Thunder now going to roll Callister out. He's going to kick it and didn't get all of it high into the Dixie sideline. Goes out of bounds at about the 40-yard line.
Yeah, it bounced at the 40, and they're going to say, okay, crossed out at about the 39-yard line. So the Flyers, Devin right here, have been set up with a great opportunity to, I think, put this one out of reach. If they can come up with some more points right now, they're in pretty good shape already with a lead of 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
This defensive scheme has really been effective for the Flyers. I asked Coach Munkers earlier today if he overheard any of Coach Wayne's schemes or game plan. He said, nope, I just let him do his thing.
Yeah.
And there's a run to Buelos. Huh? Oh, yeah, he does not. He focuses solely on the offense, and the offense is doing pretty well tonight with 21 points against a good Thunder defense.
Yep. Called draw right there to Banuelos, but again, the defense was ready, but still, Banuelos with a couple of yards, 2nd down, 8 yards to go for the Flyers.
Now straight up 7 minutes left. Just a reminder, we'll bring you the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. We'll hand out some of our awards, recap this one, and then we'll have the guys back in the studio bring you the Region 9 wrap-up show, your chance to call in or get all the scores from around Region 9. I'll set all the playoff slates for you for next week. Reggie Graff going to boot it out. Never really looked to throw, and then a flag comes in late.
Well, I don't know. I wish I could see that a little bit better. It's almost as if they were flagging Schweitzer out there on a hold or an illegal block. And that's exactly what it is. Schweitzer, I thought, was doing all he could do to avoid that exact same thing. But let's see if we can see it on the replay here. He goes wide, and he's got one guy out there. Okay, Schweitzer's behind.
Little push.
Okay, maybe so.
Little push. Didn't need to do that, though, did he?
Exactly. No, you're right on that one.
Enough to draw the flag.
So that draws it back now to the 44-yard line where the Flyers have it 2nd down and about 15 yards to go.
This game about an hour and 46 minutes in and just 6:37 left on the clock.
Yep.
Reggie Graff going to throw, putting it up. Check down, outside, and it's bobbled and tipped around. And almost could have been trouble for the Flyers, trying to hit Travis Muir. And pretty good defense there by the Thunder.
Yeah, I think it's Curtis Sweeten. Sweeten did a good job, had a hand in there, and you see right at the end, he actually tipped it up in the air, almost tipped it up to himself.
Long way to throw that from the right hash all the way to the left boundary of the sideline.
You called it earlier, and I agree 100%. Reggie has a strong arm. That's a long way to go, and he had pretty good zip on it.
And they'll have him for this postseason run and for all next year. Only a junior. Benuelos draw nothing there. Breaks one tackle. Tries to break a second and a third.
Wow.
But give me tackled at the 49, almost back at the 50, and the Flyers are going to have to punt this football back to Desert Hills.
Right, but they're going to supposedly get it in a tough sledding area where they don't have much room back there to play with. And so the exchange of field is working still in favor of the Dixie Flyers, unless something's muffed here.
They brought Jaron Polu and Bronson Andrus up the middle. And, kind of risky if you're throwing, but with them trying to run some clock and running, just absolutely blew that play up.
See what kind of kick last time he dropped it inside the 5.
And a high kick again, but this one a lot shorter.
Yep. Gets a little Dixie roll inside the 25-yard line. So, not near as devastating as the last one, but still they're more than 75 yards away, they being Desert Hills. I have hopes of coming up with something. The clock really now burning against them. 5:38 to go.
I want to thank our friends at Gridiron University. There's an all-star game coming to Southern Utah, New Year's style. It's going to be January 5th. Mark your calendars to watch the best freshman football players, the best 8th grade all-star players take on the nation. And then there's going to be the FCS versus the FBS College Showcase game, all January 5th over at Desert Hills High School. To learn more, go to GIUfootball.com. Here's Wilstead. Going to fake the run and throw complete. I think it's Barban. Barban going to try to get up the sideline and out of bounds, and about a 6, maybe 7-yard pickup for the Thunder on first down.
Not bad. A couple of those, I could see that kind of play coming up now. Just get the sure pass, get it out, and then get out of bounds, which is exactly what Barban did right there.
Walden on the cover, driven out of bounds. Mortensen, Goulding, DeNoss, none of which have caught passes tonight in this game. Here we are, late fourth quarter. Wilstead's going to be hit. He's fighting to try to get away, keeps his feet. Now he throws, and it's complete. And a great job by DeNoss to get 2 feet in bounds.
First down.
But how about Logan Wilstead? A little magic in the pocket. How do you get away?
That's the best scramble I've seen this year, I'll be honest, from Logan Wilstead. Yeah, he should not have got away, but he did, as we watch on the replay. One guy goes by him, hits him again, gets away from that, slips down, and there it is. Yeah, good catch.
I'll tell you what, Connor Walden won't miss that tackle very often. And I just throw in another completion of Barban. Going to be about a 4-yard gain out near the 40-yard line.
A little shorter on that, but again, the idea of catching it, a quick out, put it where only your guy can get it, step it out of bounds. Now you're conserving it, but the clock is still just a little over 5 minutes to go.
Got 2 high safeties. Each have deep halves trying to take away the deep stuff. Wilstead going to roll right, now throw underneath. It's caught by DeNoss. DeNoss is going to go out of bounds. Takes a late hit from Beezer. He kind of was not out, but he was out. And then Beezer kind of gives him a little tap that knocks DeNoss down. And the flag from the white hat comes in. He's going to go talk to the side judge.
Yeah, the white hat threw the flag, though. At least I thought I saw him throw the flag. That's what it looks like.
Well, if the whistle came and indicated it was dead, then there certainly was a late hit. If there was no whistle and he didn't step out they're going to call it. They're going to call the. And that's why I think it's a good job by our white hat to go confer and say, when did the whistle blow? How late was it? And we can't hear the whistle.
Right, we don't know. Yeah, we're watching the replay here. Finally, here's the pass.
Where does he step out? He's in. Now he's
out. He
out.
did step out, and there's the hit.
But he kind of turned to make a football move like he wasn't sure. I don't think that was blatant by Beezer.
No.
Here's a run to Talfa. Talfa's going to have the ball pop out. Was he down first? Doesn't matter. Recovered by Liato Sewell at the 35 of the Flyers.
Yeah, I think they still rule it was down, but either way, the Thunder would have kept control. They're trying to make something happen here, but now they're down to 4:45 remaining in the ball game.
Yeah, they got to get a quick score and hope for an onside at this point.
Yep.
Wilstead looking, goes over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to hit Mortensen and led him just a little bit too far. I'm not sure if Jace Mortensen let up on that route or not, but they couldn't connect.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe we can see it. I felt like the same way. It looked like for a while it was right on. Now I think it's just a little bit overthrown from watching the replay there. So
yeah, Mortensen definitely did not break that route or slow it down. It was just incomplete. 3rd down and 5 for the Dixie Flyers.
Or the
Short
Thunder.
5. Oh, excuse me. Thank you. Wilstead underneath. And it's a one-handed grab by Barber and turns upfield right near the sticks. And the spot is enough for a first down.
Boy, what a play. Nicely done. That was, first of all, kind of a one-handed catch. And when he grabbed it, you could see he looked and thought, oh, my gosh, I need another couple of yards. He got him. Here we watch the replay. Catch, look. Oh, way to go.
Thunder now trying to get their first points in the night. They trail 21-0. And again, the clock ticking down to 4:22. Wilstead going to run, spins out of a would-be tackle, still going down inside the 15, down near the 10, still fighting for yardage near the 5, and finally pushed down somewhere down around the 2-yard line.
Wow. I don't know what to say on that one.
Wilstead going to fake it to Talfa, and Wilstead right here spin moves out of 1. Downfield blocking by Ryan Warner. Jackson Reyes couldn't bring him. Then I think they tried to strip it. They stood him up to try to strip it, but he kept the feet pumping, and then Talfa came in and gave him a little push forward.
Yeah.
1st and goal. 4:03 on the clock. Wilstead, pistol formation. Talfa going to give it to him. Cut back. And touchdown, Keenan Talfa with 3:56 on the clock.
Well, it's going to add a little excitement to the game here, D. They get their first points of the ball game. I agree with you. We're probably going to see some kind of a attempt at an onside kick or something.
And finally, the Thunder into the end zone. 21-6 PAT pending on the top of the run.
Is it too little too late? Man, don't tell the Thunder. They're getting excited. Finally, the fans across the way have something to yell about.
And the extra point brought to you by Utah Gastroenterology is up and good. And with 3:56 left, 21-7, Dixie leads Desert Hills, but the Thunder on the scoreboard. We'll take just a quick 30-second timeout, come back with what could be an onside kick.
Radio Dixie 91.3. We don't play that. Nope, not that. A big fat no there. That's what we play. And stuff like that. On St. George's only alternative, Radio Dixie 91.3. Oh, and from 9 till midnight, we play this. I need a one dance. And this. Radio Dixie 91.3 FM.
Yeah, we're back. Devin Dixon, Mike McGarry. Thanks for tuning in tonight on 97.7 FM, 1210 AM, or on our website, sportsradio977.com, where we're streaming the same feed as you're watching on CEC TV, TDS Channel 22 here in Southern Utah. Flyers lead 21-7, and Callister is going to onside kick it. Big high kick, but a little bit too far, and it's down immediately at the 42, and the Flyers will take over.
Yeah, they had a plan. They went to that side. They had it set up, but you called it, Devin. It took a big high bounce, and that really played into the hands of Dixie Flyers. Now, looking at the clock, if the Thunder can play well here right now, they actually have all 3 of their timeouts left, which helps them, but they're going to have to stop Dixie on this drive and get their hands back on the ball quickly.
They're jumping around over there, the Thunder student body section.
Finally got something to yell about. This is good. Back
Still,
to within 2 scores.
Yeah, still a glimmer of hope. They're going to run it to Mahi on the jet fly sweep. Going to get the edge, flag flies in, and turn the corner, but well defended by Turnbow, and maybe even lost a yard. And holding on Dixie.
Yeah, it was well behind the play. Just because, I like to say this, that's one call I wish they could maybe remove or put a little comment in there. If the foul is like 10 yards behind the play, move on, folks. I hate to see it, but I don't want anybody to get hurt either, so I understand, but still. Had nothing to do with the play, except it moves the ball back, and I guess it does help the defense. So,
yep.
Don't do
Stops
it,
the
folks.
clock.
Yep, it does.
They'll move Baird. The left side look like they're coming with blitz. They do, and Bronson Andrews steps up, fills the middle of the field. It was kind of open there for a second for Benuelos. And a pick up back to about the original line of scrimmage. And now about a yard, second down and 19.
Right, yeah. That was a big, big loss with that holding call just a few moments ago. And again, the clock is running. So right now, they're trying to conserve what timeouts they do have to hopefully get the ball back in their hands. It's second and still 19 yards to go.
And now the clock becomes a big factor. 2:42 ticking. Benuelos again, and immediately brought down. But short gain on the play. Damon Brunson again on the stop for the Thunder.
Then immediately, I believe the Thunder have called a timeout. So they had to use one. They got 3, so now they have a 3rd and long. They'll sit back. They'll try to put this. What are they going to do defensively? The number one thing is to not allow 16 yards or more by the Dixie Flyers.
So Ryan Kramer at Remax and Associates timeout. The Ryan Kramer team, #1 realtor in Southern Utah. Check them out. Ryan Kramer with the K. RyanKramerTeam.com or call 229-9910. 2:35, 21-7. Flyers with the lead here in the 4th quarter. And the winner will host a home game next Friday against Green Canyon. The loser will host a home game
Mountain Crest,
against
wasn't it?
Mountain Crest Mustangs.
Yeah. Yep. All right, here may be a turning point of this game if the Thunder come up with a big defensive stop here. Although, if they get close, I would say Dixie may go for it on a 4th down to try and keep the ball.
Do they run to make Desert Hills use another timeout or try to throw it and pick up 17 yards for the first down? They're going to run it. No, Reggie Graff's going to keep it himself, and he's going to be stopped shy of the 38, about the 37-yard line. Good sportsmanship there by Jaron Polu helping up Reggie Graff.
And he stayed in bounds, Devin, and that was key, like you said. That looked like that was a call to run the clock. That's what's happening, and Desert Hills knows they got to try to preserve it. But that clock's down to 2:10.
Yeah, and not taking the timeout here. So they're going to save both of them. Flyers down to 1 timeout. Kind of irrelevant other than they got 1 if they need a quick break to adjust some things defensively.
Yep.
Keenan back to kick. Miles Keenan, the senior, 6 foot. Seems like he's been kicking since he was freshman. Oh, wait, he has. And he kind of took an awkward step, and that was close to being blocked. Short, high kick. And it backtracks, and the Thunder are going to have it at the 44-yard line, their own 44, but still good field position for Desert Hills. But they need 7 here. They can't. No field goal ain't going to help them here, down 14 points.
And now without calling that timeout, they are really up against it, Devin. Just a minute, 39 seconds. They've got to pull out all the stops right now. You know, everything's got to be to the outside. I guess you still have 2 timeouts, so you might, if the middle's open, go there and use a timeout. We'll see what they come up with.
139. Those were pretty valuable seconds ticked off on that exchange, but I guess you can only save so many seconds with 2 timeouts left. Wilstead looking. Now he's going to throw a little wheel route to Barber, and it's going to be intercepted, I believe. Did he hold on? Yes, Beezer held on to it. Oski for the Flyers, and that probably seals it right there.
I'm with you on that one. That is it right there. That's the final nail in the coffin. Tried to force it, Devin. There was double coverage, and Beezer, he was the floater back there. He really honed in, as we see on this. He was just waiting for it. Look at that.
And if maybe Wilstead doesn't want to throw in a double coverage, dumps it to Morty, Morty could have got out of bounds and probably got a first down. Because they had double coverage on Barber. It's almost like they knew Barber was running that play. That was so well defended.
That was excellent D right there. So now, obviously, Flyers, they don't have to do anything but run out the clock.
2 timeouts.
Look at that. They go empty backfield.
2 timeouts left.
There you go.
Mathematically, they could have a few seconds left and force a punt. But not much, depending on how long the plays take. Reggie's going to hand off. Benuelos stacked up, and Coach Murdoch will take his second
immediate timeout. Yeah, you got that. You got to conserve what he can. 1:23 to go, but now just 1 more timeout. Then you can really go into clock control for the Flyers.
Great shot of Coach Munkers, long time coaching this game. He loves it. He's a heck of a wily vet, I guess you could say. Talking with his junior quarterback Reggie Graff, who, you and I think we're both here for Dixie Springville. That opening game.
Yep.
And we both left so impressed with Reggie Graff, and we thought, okay, this Flyer team's going to be just fine because this kid's a dual threat, and he doesn't make a lot of mistakes. Tonight he's ran for one, thrown for another one, hasn't turned the ball over, and he's managed the game beautifully.
Yeah, I agree, Devin. Right from the beginning, we saw that, boy, and he has made it happen. And he's got a great group around him. It's not just Reggie Graff.
Nope. And that interception by Harrison Beezer is the second takeaway for this Dixie defense tonight. Tyler Walden had an interception back in the second quarter that led to a touchdown for the Flyers. Thunder are bringing the house.
Yep.
Graff's going to keep it, try to go wide of Baird. And coming up is Mayfield, and Baird and Mayfield collide on Reggie Graff for about a 2-yard gain.
Graff, I don't know. I feel like once he got out there, he thought, okay, I'm going to eat this one. If they call a timeout, it's their last one. If they don't, clock runs. They did call it with 1:12 to go.
And I think Reggie had to take that hit to go ahead and stay in bounds. He had to try to turn it upfield and just get what he could. Pretty good play call when you think about it, though, Mike, because you got the blitz coming up the middle. Coach Munkers probably guessed that.
Get him away from it,
So you try to roll him out and let him run for the first down. If you get the first down, game over.
Right.
You can take the victory formation knee twice and get out of here with the victory in the Region 9 championship. If you're just tuning in, both these teams came into tonight undefeated, 5-0. And, of course, the Flyer fans loving a great shot of Walbrook Stadium.
Yep,
legendary
it's lit
coach
up there. Yeah, what a coach he was.
See the LDS Temple in the background.
Actually,
Is this still the highest building in southern Utah?
I'm not sure.
Somebody told me there was a city ordinance that had to be the highest building. I was like, really?
I don't know.
We don't have a lot of skyscrapers here, so
there's more going up all around town. I don't think it is anymore.
A lot of
I
apartment
really don't.
buildings.
Exactly. Or some of those high-rise right downtown.
The growth. You've seen it, Mike. For
Amen.
More than I moved here
Wow.
in 1999. No, 98. The fall of 98.
I moved here in 1984.
So you've really seen the growth.
It's unbelievable.
What was the population here in 84?
I actually asked at the time, and it was under 20,000, about 18.
Now in the Washington County area, we're pushing up over 150.
It's over 150. It's probably closer to
160
160 or so, yeah.
They're going to run a fly jet sweep to Mahi. He's taken down immediately by Bronson Andrus. Again, having a heck of a night. Andrus going to help Mahi up.
Mahi's maybe a twisted a knee or leg there or something.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
No.
You hope maybe just got a little bone bruise or a little cramp.
He's coming off. He looks like he's going to, under his own power. That's good. And that was huge. That's a big loss. However,
they got to punt it.
Clock's still running, too.
Going to get it back here with about 30 seconds left.
Yep.
Miles Keenan standing inside his own 15-yard line. Back deep for the Thunder.
You figure they're going to bring the horses to come out. Ooh, bad snap. Did he get it? Ooh, yeah, just did get it away.
Baird does not fair catch it. Going to run it. And the flag flies in as he takes it for about a 5-yard return to the 45.
And a flag thrown once again back behind him. You got to assume it's a hold or a illegal block in the back. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Again, he was thinking, I got to help. I got to spring my guy here. We need the yards. We need him bad. The problem is it looks like it's going to go yards backwards. We'll wait and see. Every once in a while they pull up the flag and say no foul.
Yeah, blocking the back. And that'll give the Thunder longer field. Back them up a little bit. Or did they say there's no foul for blocking the back?
I think they said none because they didn't move the ball.
Okay.
So we have to assume.
I heard our field might pick up a little bit. We don't have the official mic'd up and mic sound, but I heard a little bit of it. I thought he was calling it, but he's probably waving it off. So 3-man rush for the Flyers. Quick throw outside to Baird. Baird's going to turn it upfield, across the 50 to the 45, and then gets out of bounds somewhere around the 41-yard line. A gain of almost 15 by Gage Baird.
Yeah, good run, but again, Devin, the clock's still running. I don't think he got out of bounds. Now they stop it.
He's got to stop to move the chains.
Yeah, with 9 seconds to go. This may be the last play of the game.
And Roger Christensen, the PA announcer for the Flyers, telling the fans to make some noise. They can feel the victory. Could be the final play of the game. Wilson's going to tuck. Now he's going to throw Hail Mary style into the end zone. 2 receivers back there. It's incomplete. Actually, just 1 receiver back there. The other was 3 Flyers.
There was 3 Flyers,
Triple zeros on the clock. The Dixie Flyers are the 2018 Region 9 champs, and they'll represent the region as the 1 seed in the 4A playoffs coming up. They win 21-7 over Desert Hills, and really a game that they cruised to a victory in, Mike.
They were impressive tonight. Reggie Graff, I think, once again, really stood up tonight here, Devin. He showed that he is certainly a quarterback to be reckoned with right now, and he'll be even better next year. But I think the Flyers said, no, we're going to show who we are, what we are. It's our home. It's what we are going to do this time around. You got a team, though. I think, again, 2 teams went in at 5-0. Desert Hills played good. I just think man-to-man, the Flyers had it tonight.
All right, we're going to take a timeout as the teams exchange some handshakes. These coaches and players know each other well. It's high schools, 6 or 7 miles apart, probably. Maybe less as the crow flies. As we've got a final for you. 21-7. Dixie on the 1-loss score gets the victory. 2-minute timeout. We'll clean it all up with the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry postgame show. When we come back, final look at stats. We'll hand out some awards, and we'll set the playoff schedule for you. Don't go away.
Your son wants to get a cat,
I'll really take care of it.
but you're allergic. Do you A, prepare yourself, B, make the best of it,
C squared equals
25.
Good job.
or C, find a loophole? When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers, but that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect.
I take the road less traveled, run free, unwind, unravel someplace outside with lots to do. Green trees, red rocks, and don't forget that blue sky. The sunshine shining, sunshine pouring on me. Think I might just stay a while. Say hooray all day because the sun's gonna shine on me. Sun's gonna shine on me. Sun's gonna shine on me.
We have to be responsible ourselves for our minds.
True, right? But that's
We can't
that's
palm
the
it
issue.
off on being unwitting dupes and just say, oh, well, it doesn't count because I got played.
Well, we have some unwitting dupes, Jennifer.
We do, but you can't say because we got played by the Russians that we have to redo the election.
There is a place where rocks bleed and nature blushes on a battlefield green with envy, where dimples determine destiny and a tiny wooden tee holds the outcome in the balance. There is a place where friends are opponents and opponents are friends, where the prize is elusive, the conquest is captivating, and the score isn't settled till the drinks are down. There is a place.
Welcome back. Devin Dixon, Mike McGarry, Johnson Pediatric Dentistry postgame show. Dr. Cody and his staff help your kids feel right at home. You can get an exam, the cleaning, the x-ray, all for one low price for new patients. Call Johnson Pediatric Dentistry in southern Utah. It's the place my wife trusts our kids' dental needs. I'll tell you that right there. And we clean it all up for you with a 21-7 victory for Dixie. They're celebrating down there. We'll have Coach Munkers for you a little bit later, probably in our Region 9 wrap-up show. But, Mike, wire to wire, the Flyers never trailed tonight. Had that 21-0 lead until just under 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Onside kick failed. Desert Hills got another crack at it. But Beezer came up with that big interception real quickly there on that wheel route intended for Barbin. That might be right there where we kind of both said that's probably it.
Yeah.
And you probably lean to that as one of our probably our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game.
Yeah, I would say that. I mean, either one of the picks, I'll tell you what, honestly, I think could be the play of the game tonight because both came at very incredible times. The first one allowed Dixie to stop the pressure, turn around, pick up their second touchdown, go from 7-0 to 14-0, and then that last one, I agree with you, was kind of the nail in the coffin, so that'd probably be a good one to go. I thought Beezer did a great job. And, watching on the replay, it was incredible. He got there. He knew where it was going. He positioned himself perfectly to pick it.
Let's take a look for our online audience on sportsradio977.com and CEC TV. To the highlights. If you joined us late, Reggie Graff had himself a night as he was hitting Mahi. There's a great shot.
Great catch.
And Mahi and Graff, probably one of those two, your leading candidates for your Dixie Dash Trucking Player of the Game. There's the Mahi touchdown. What a throw from Reggie Graff.
Again, yeah, it takes two, obviously, but great throws, great catches. I just like the way those two guys came to go to work here tonight.
Reggie Graff somehow was able to get away from some of the pressure, but that time the Thunder got to him. They tried to really bring a lot of pressure in the second half, and then they tried to surprise the Flyers with a trick play fake punt. They needed about 14 yards, and they're stopped 2 yards short. They had to get to the 45 of Dixie, and Cooper Kinney couldn't find it.
Yeah, wasn't that Beezer on that tackle,
yes,
as I recall? So he did a great job.
Special teams, big role in this game.
Amen.
Both teams had missed field goals early, but the punt game was on point, especially for the Dixie Flyers.
That was beautiful right there. We just saw it, dropped it inside the 5-yard line. And I think one of the best catches and looks by Bo Barbin right there as he caught it, knew where he had to go, gain the extra 2 for the first down.
Wilstead right here showing you he wanted to bring his team back, showing you some breaking of tackles, a spin move in there, and then the pile kept pushing. That would set up the only touchdown of the night for Desert Hills, and here it is, Keena Taufa.
Yeah, he did a good job. That was not an easy path to the end zone there, but he found it.
Yep, and the Thunder had the onside kick, no good, but they did get the ball back after the defense stood. But right here, Beezer was waiting for it, timed it perfectly, stepped in front of it, double coverage there. And Beezer with your Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker play of the game right there. It's easier than you think to buy direct and save from our friends at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart. Mike, I'm going to let you have the final say on our Dad's Trucking Player of the Game. You want to go with Mahi or Graff? They both were terrific tonight.
Boy, they both were terrific. That's really a tough call, but I'll be real honest. I guess I'm leading to Nate Mahi. I just feel like, he made a couple of great catches. Yeah, it takes a quarterback to get it to you. He had a couple of yak yards. He just did some good things, ran some great routes. I would suggest we go with Nate Mahi as our Dad's Trucking Player of the Game.
Yep, Nate Mahi gets it done tonight as he caught a touchdown. They used him a lot on the fly sweep.
Yeah, they did.
They threw bubbles to him. Just a great performance from Nate Mahi. And obviously the offensive line played well for the Flyers tonight against a really good front seven for Desert Hills, 21-7. Our final score. Hard in a game where really the starters played the distance, and it was a close game most of the night. Hard to pick a Jimmy John super sub. Anybody come to mind?
No, I was sitting here actually trying to run down the roster and come up with some. And there's guys that stepped in. I mean, there's guys that I hadn't called a lot. Sometimes I feel like it's kind of a backup a little bit, but there's a couple of defensive guys. Sometimes I think we just ought to throw a little of the defensive way here. I mean, Jake Staley had a great game tonight. Who's the other guy? I called his name a couple of times here. Now I'm trying to remember who it was, but God, I don't have it right in front of me. But I just thought played extremely well tonight and did some big things.
Yeah, I mean, I almost like the special teams of Miles Keenan. You don't give a lot of credit to the special teams, but I thought he did a really good job kicking the ball, pinning them deep.
Jackson Reyes was the guy I was thinking of.
Yeah,
but
starter, but
I
he
still
needs some recognition. And plenty to go around in a win like this.
Maybe just because it's a little bit different. Maybe special teams. I like that. The kicker, I thought, did a great job. He put it where it had to be. He really kept the opposition back on their heels.
Sometimes in football it's really tough to select a Jimmy John super sub of the game because you don't see all when they're subbing out a backer every play or a lineman here or there that gets a key block. It's a lot easier in basketball where your sixth or seventh guy comes in and drops 20.
Every time they come in.
Yeah, pretty easy. But we appreciate Jimmy John's regardless. Jimmy John's, 4 Southern Utah locations, freaky fast, order online. And Turkey Tom for me, number 4. Got to have some pepper and some mayo and a little bit of of that yellow mustard packets on it, and I'm good to go.
Now I'm hungry, D. My goodness.
You know, we're getting reports that the Pineview Cedar game just started the fourth quarter a couple of minutes ago. So what we're going to do, we're going to say goodnight to our TV audience here. We really appreciate our partnership. And
excellent job, guys.
Yeah, if we can find a way to bring you maybe a playoff game, we'll look at the schedule and we'll let you know on ESPN Radio and 890 KXU with Mike in the morning over there. We'll get you the updates, and we'll send it out on social media if we can do a TV broadcast next week. We know we'll at least have a radio broadcast or two minimum. We'll see how many as we can get on, won't we, Mike?
Man, we'll get as many as we can.
If they all play at 4 o'clock, it'll be hard to get them all on, but we'll get a couple on for you no matter what next week, presented by Summit Athletic Training Center. But thanks to our great partnership with CEC TV. If we can get you a bonus playoff game or two, and get the rights for these games down in Southern Utah, we certainly will. With that, good night to our TV and online audience. For those of you on radio, stick around. You're going to get a little bonus coverage of Cedar and Pineview. 17-7 last I heard. Pineview had the 10-point lead. Snow Canyon has already won tonight over Hurricane. And then stick around for the Region 9 wrap-up show a little bit later on tonight. Thanks for listening. For Mike McGarry, Devin Dixon, the final. Dixie wins it. They're Region 9 champs. They're the 1 seed in the postseason. They will play Green Canyon next Friday here at home. Meanwhile, Mountain Crest will come down to play Desert Hills.